I was Floyd and he was me, he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit, as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link. Word 'em up.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Jusdu. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdu, man. Much love and respect.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Thursday, man? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do, how only we do, man. You know? How's everybody feeling, man? Hit the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, share the live, support the grind. We gonna build, man. We gonna talk about it, man. Y'all see the news, y'all see what's out there, and we got to talk about it, man. Not a good look for the young Jaime Munguia, man. Not a good look for Jaime. Not a good look for Team Reynoso. Again, man, I know, everybody got to be accountable for themselves and what goes in and out their bodies, right? But it just doesn't look good, right? You know, his first fight with them, and he ended up popping out, some PD, you know, or for testosterone, if you want to put it that way. So we gonna get to it, man. Where we at on the likes? I know we getting closer to 1 million. Crusted Legend, my guy Jamel, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Shout out to you, man. Boys be crying in the chat. What's good, man? Dante's Boxing Talk. What's good, family? Rome in the building. Yeah, I'm pop. He done pop, man. Aunt McQueen, the professor, is in the building. BVO, what it do, man? Who got the juice, Dante? Juan, what it do, homie? To them buys for sure. Not me. Not your boy. What they putting in the Mexican colas, you know? Behind the Hands TV, my dog was good, Brody. He said so he couldn't do the roll 3 for 10 all day since he got the news. Bro said he got it for the love since he got the news. Hey, bro, got it for the lid. You get me? For the lid, as they say. For the lid. You know what I mean? You got it for the lid. But man, this is interesting news, man. Nonetheless, bro. I can't say, you know what I mean? I can't say that I'm fully surprised by it, right? I can't say that. I can't say that I'm really surprised, man. I think these dudes, man, it's just what it is. They've been having fighters over there in the camp, and for whatever reason, they've been testing positive for PEDs and different things like that. Tim Layton, what it do, Brody? How you feeling? Magazine popping dirty all the time. It's crazy, Juan. I don't know, man. That's why they called them the Juice Crew. Like, it's not a good look. Like, what are y'all on or not on? Like, what's happening where, you get what I'm saying? Where, like, you know, high levels of testosterone is crazy. Like, what's going on? Boxing Source, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? It's not making a lot of sense. And you just wonder, man. You wonder, bro, like, what the hell is going on? And is it something intentionally he did, right? Or what happened, bro? Like, what is it that happened? What happened? You just don't know. And like I said, it's just not a good look because he just had fought Bruno Surace, right? He got clipped. He got knocked out. It was a big upset loss for him. And this was his bounce back. You get what I'm saying? And I gave him a lot of credit because he looked very poised and he looked like a slightly changed fighter under Reynoso, but for the better. He looked a lot more, he fought like a lot more under control, right? He wasn't careless and reckless with his approach, right? He fought like he got some sense, right? He used the IQ, setting things up, being patient, right? When he decided to let his hands go, and I like it. You know what I mean? Steady using the jab, utilizing the jab heavy, man. Like, he was being really smart. But this kind of takes all of that away. This ruins all of that for him. You get what I'm saying? This ruins all of that. And it just wipes away the win. The hell with the asterisks by it, man. You just don't, it don't look good. Like, I don't know how many chances they could get. I don't know if you can look at Reynoso funny at all, but I mean, you got to be very careful because this can't be a coincidence is where I'm at with it, bro. This can't be no coincidence that, you know, all of these fighters are going over there and everybody's just going to try to blame it on meat and tea and all these different things. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Oscar Valdez had phentermine or whatever it was called in his system. He blamed it on tea. They did the homework. There's no tea on the market that will contain that substance in it. So he was just full of it. You get what I'm saying? They really living up to the name Juice Crew, man. I'm not even trying to be funny. They living up to the name and it ain't looking good. This ain't the way you want to go out. He going out like Willie Lump right now. Get what I'm saying? And now people going to question every win before this point, right? Like, was you getting away with it? Was you juicing all this time? No wonder you go in there, throw all these punches. You damn offensive buzz. So I'm telling you, the questions are going to be looming. It's going to be all over you. And then y'all know how the fallback going to be. The fallout going to be if when he does step back in the ring, whatever suspension that he end up getting, if he gets one, I'm assuming they're going to end up having to suspend him. He come back and he don't look like the same fighter. Oh, man. Like, you see what I'm saying? Y'all fighters is ruining y'all careers. And listen, I don't want to rush to no judgment, but I can only go off of what's out there. I got to be smarter, man. I don't know if it was something that he ingested or whatever the case, but this ain't a good look, bro. It's hard to explain yourself out of this. Like, why are you having high levels of testosterone? It's crazy. Definitely par for the course. You get what I'm saying? With the Juice Crew, Bondi Gaming, what it do? Yeah, man. They need that super serum that what's his name? Sam Rogers had, man. They tried to get they Sam Rogers on, damn Universal Soldiers. Eddie Reynoso out there training Universal Soldiers, bro. You get me? He said, bro, with the Canelo Butcher. I'm telling you, Jordan, what it do, homie? How you feeling? This ain't a good look for the young Jaimes. You get me? Ain't a good look, B. Ain't a good look. Breaking. You know it's weird. You know they in the club getting tipsy with it, you know? Ring Magazine. You know, VADA informed all relevant parties Wednesday that Jaime Munguia's A sample returned an adverse analytical finding from an exogenous origin of testosterone metabolites following a urine sample on May 4th when he defeated Bruno Surace, sources told the Ring. Munguia has 10 days to request analysis of his B sample. And I just don't see, I don't see what the difference is going to be, right? Because it's pretty similar with the Ryan situation, right? With this B sample stuff, it's the same piss, and it's just, I guess, it's like just to make sure if we ain't get it right the first time, this one definitely going to show. So I don't expect it to be no different. My question now is, what's really going on over there? Is it a camp related issue? Because listen, let's just be real. I'm calling it what it is. If it was anybody else that asked the same question, I'm just asking questions because there's several fighters now out of that camp that's pop dirty, including the cash cow of the whole joint. You know what I mean? The clenbuterol Dom. He got popped for the clenbuterol. He got the slap on the wrist, and then they end up slightly raising the levels that you're allowed to legally have. You get what I'm saying? So that was red flaggish. Then you got guys like you got the Andy Ruiz, Luis Neri. Like you had a slew of guys, man. Like that shit ain't coincidental, bro. That look like math. It don't look right. Like what y'all doing? What y'all take super soldiers and shit? Like what's going on? Y'all not trying to get in there and get nobody to fair fade? Like y'all juice to the gills is crazy. That's wild, bro. That's not a good look, especially when your success is largely built off of your offense. And I'm telling you, the last thing you want to do is come back like, see the questions with Conor Ben, how he looked since then, man. People feel like he looked different since the egg situation. I'm just calling it what it is. Now here you go with this, high levels of testosterone. How are you going to look after you come back from this situation, right? Are you going to look like a guy that used to be? Or are you going to be on point, right? Are you going to look like you ain't missed the beat? That remains to be seen. It's not a good look, bro. You young as hell, man. I can't mess our careers up. I don't know exactly the ins and outs and what led to this, but it was in the urine sample, obviously. Like, what led to this? Is it anything that you done wrong knowingly? Right? That's where I'm at with it. That stuff matters. But at the end of the day, once you present, our request for your B sample to be tested and the same shit is in it, they come back with the same, you know what I mean? What could you do? Like you just gonna have to get suspended. You're gonna get scrutinized. People gonna question everything, all the work that you put in up until this point. You know the story. You know how it go. It's gonna be hard to get away from this. And then think about it. The timing of it is when you got knocked out. First knockout loss of your career. Upset. You get what I'm saying? Like people feel like the incentive was there for you to come back. Like you had to make sure you beat this dude. You get what I'm saying? That's not a good look because this kid, Bruno Surace, beat you fair and square. First time. He stopped you. You get what I'm saying? And you rematched. And look, you did phenomenal in the rematch. You did really well. Like you showed an improved version of yourself, a more cerebral Jaime Munguia, more patient behind the jab kind of guy. That I like seeing it. It was a good, nice work. Even though you didn't get the knockout, it was impressive the way you dealt with it. You were consistent with sticking to a game plan and staying behind the jab and not just going balls to the wall, but being very, strategic when you decided to let your hands go. It was a good showing from Jaime Munguia, but you got to walk all of that back now. You get what I'm saying? That's a bad look. You young. You don't need this, man. You was building, man. You was doing your thing, man. People got respect for you. Your loss to Canelo was something people, who didn't lose to Canelo, right? So you were supposed to take that and run with that. You were supposed to take that opportunity. Even though you lost, you were supposed to take that and build off it. And instead, you go out here and get this guy. You got caught slipping the first time around. You got stopped. Then you come back to juice to the gills, so to speak, man. Like that ain't no good. Shout out to my homie Big Dog Willie, man. Put some cover in the chat. Jake Parvis, Tank, November 22nd, Las Vegas. MGM. Facts. Shout out to my homie, man. Appreciate you always supporting the grind.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to the homie, man. Big Dog Willies. Yeah. They out here. I'm telling you, Von D, they out here trying to. They training universal soldiers, bro. Cyborgs, bro. Like if y'all know, y'all gotta chill, bro. You get what I'm saying? That Bucky Barnes. Raise the limit. Yo, it's crazy, Jordan. All things. What it do, homie? How you feeling? Thrill Hill in the building. 5 guys. One is an aberration. Several is a trend. You get what I'm saying? The professor, man, that's all I'm saying. It's like 5 of them jokers. That's a handful, bro. That's real math over there. Get what I'm saying? And only thing I would say, the B sample was clean. And I think it's less than likely, right? Because it's going to be the same piss unless it was just like some, I don't know, freak situation. And I don't know. I just hate to hear that for him because, you know, we don't need this in the sport, right? And I hope the thing is when stuff like this happen, they be taking too long to make any statements like, yo, y'all got to be on top of this. This your career. This your reputation. This everything you work for. Y'all be too quiet to open y'all mouths. Like, say what's up. You get what I'm saying? And it might not be nothing to say because at the end of the day, it might just be what it is. So, but still, man, you don't tuck your tail on this one. You got to get in front of this and say, yo, man, you know, I would love to hear some accountability right off the rip, like, because this ain't going to look good. You can't tuck your tail. You can't go hide in the hole. Like, this going to follow you. It's going to get, you're going to get asked about it. It's going to come up. There's no way you getting around it. You know what I mean? Joseph, what it do, homie? Yeah, Julio Cesar Martinez. That's the guy. Couldn't get his name. Yeah, that's the guy I was missing. Definitely. Opulent LD TV. Blessings, Brody. How you feeling? Winning soldier in Mexico. You get me? Justice for Bruno Surace. Yeah, man. Yeah, that ain't it, man. I ordered barbacoa tacos with extra testosterone. Passed them out. Reynoso Joey said it's his fault. I stay low key. What it do, homie? Yeah, justice for Bruno. Real talk though, because look, I keep the same energy, and I think it's foul for anybody to get cheated, especially after he you know, just he got a win back. You get what I'm saying? Or should I say for Bruno, especially after he beat him the first time, got that knockout. You would expect shit. He deserved a fair shake. He ain't deserved for nothing to be, you know, out of whack, man. That's unfortunate, man. We don't need this in boxing. And I don't care what nobody say. They could try to act like this ain't what it is. But hey, Eddie Reynoso, man, you need a statement, bro. Like, what's up? Like, what is it? Like, and I'm serious. I'm not saying he's doing it, right? I'm not doing that. But what is it that when guys are going over there, that is that time they popping hot? Like, what's going on? It's like all of them, even from the biggest guy to the smallest guy. Like, what the hell? Y'all gotta get a handle on that. That shit is not a good look, bro. I don't care what nobody said. You are connected because there's so many fighters in it. And I'm telling you, they already was framing y'all out to be the Juice Crew. You know what I'm saying? Computer all Dawn, the head of the you know, the head honcho. And McQueen was good with it, bro.
Man, you just said what I was about to say. Like, the guy goes over there, even with Eric Morales, even with Freddie Roach. Talking about Haney. Never tested a positive or something. Go over there for one fight. And this is the result. And it's so frustrating because watching that fight with Bruno Surace, I think you said it succinctly, bro. Like, he looked real good. Like, he looked patient. He was steady. It was like the most measured performance I've seen from him. And that was all just decision making and a good game plan. Like, that doesn't require any type of cheating. For you to work behind your jab and keep your hands up and be responsive, like, that doesn't require any juice. So it was like, why even throw that in the mix? Now you tainted a good performance.
Right. And you ain't like you got a knockout. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, you could, like you said, you didn't need that. That just wasn't warranted. Like, bro, you could have done that. That's how you been fighting. Unless unless there's more. Like, you get me? And that's where people gonna go to. They're gonna speculate, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always extra interested in seeing how a fighter looks after that, right? After being, you know, popped for something, and seeing if you just look like now you a step below where you once was operating at. That's just not no coincidence, bro. I'm telling you, it's hard to get away from that, yo. And that's why I said it's like very similar with Ryan. Like, you had that situation and people was making an argument how little it was, but then for you to come back and lay such a goose egg, you get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that's the worst time to do it. Conor Ben, he was looking a certain way. The egg situation come in, now you come back, yeah, you still aggressive and stuff. That's your style, so you only know one way. But it's like, now you ain't getting these highlight reel knockouts. It ain't happening. Like, it's only normal for people to question, like, yo, what changed? Like, and don't tell me that the level of competition just went up and went crazy, because that ain't the case. Lisa, peace to the queen. How you feeling today?
I would say with Conor, at least he has this silver lining. After he stopped eating the eggs, he went up to 54. Like that fight against Pete Dobson, and I can't remember who else it was. It was at
That's
54.
true.
So
that's
you
true.
know what I mean? It's, you could say, you could make the argument that power didn't carry with him, but then you could also say like he didn't have his omelets, so you don't know what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? There's no more eggs Benedict. But at least with him, it's like you went up to 54. So
we're gonna get to that too, bro. We're gonna get to the Lopez and the, you know, we're gonna get to cooking Tio. But look, ain't nothing easy for Tio at 47, man. I'm telling you, it ain't them fights at 40. If he fought it, like, we know the ones. He fights some of those guys. Hitchens wouldn't be easy for him. Gary Antoine wouldn't be easy for him. There's guys that give him a run for his money. You know what I mean? Jermaine Ortiz wasn't easy for him. Sandor Martin wasn't easy for him. Get what I'm saying? So it's like Boots Ennis, bigger guy, you know, more output, stronger, every bit as fast, athletic, if not more. Ain't nothing easy about going in there with him, if we're being honest. Like, I could feel you. You feel like, look, some kind of way Teal pulls it off. Look, respect to you, man. It's all good. We all see different things, but as far as it being easy, nah. Because I wouldn't even say that Teal would be easy for Boots, but I just don't think it'd be something that he can't deal with and get through, right? And make it look a certain way too while he doing it. So, you know, but shit, when you get to a certain level, man, none of these fights are easy. I mean, you can make them look a certain way, but for the most part, man, you're going to get tested, man. But we're going to get to that. But yeah, my Munguia, man, ain't a good sign for you, youngin', man. It ain't, man. You're young as hell. Got your career, got a lot of career ahead of you, so it seems. But, you know, they ain't feeling it. You know, Bruno Surace, you know, he ain't feeling it, man. Bruno, like, man, you get me? Bruno, like, what's up? He said, I'm shocked by the news that Jaime Munguia tested positive for a banned substance. There's no place in boxing for cheating. The sport is dangerous enough already. So I went to Mexico and knocked out Munguia fair and square in December. He said, and I was gracious enough to give him a rematch in May. He knew he could not beat me on a level playing field. I trust that this result will be overturned immediately. Shout out to Bruno Surace. Can't be mad at him, bro. I ain't mad at all, man. Listen, y'all got to find a way to get on top of this shit. I mean, listen, I like people getting caught. If you cheat and get caught, I don't know what the explanation could be for elevated or high levels of testosterone other than some foul play, unless he got some strange, weird explanation for it, because we've heard it all at this point, bro. So I don't know. I just hate this because, look, Bruno won me over, bro. Not just the knockout. He won me more over how he lost in the second fight. And that might sound crazy. But I was like, yo, this dude could fight. He could fight. He could fight. He just, like, the hell with the knockouts. That's deceiving. This dude looked like he got some go with him. Because Jaime couldn't just get him out of there. He couldn't just put him away. He was going for it. He was going for his. Bruno was fighting back, and he was fighting back hard. And he got some licks in the second one. So I respect it, but this ain't a good job, man. I mean, this ain't a good timing for Munguia, man. It just really ain't. He said Munguia knew he'd been a hype job. So you know about boxing when you look at Lopez's opponents, but just think about something, Z. Those opponents what you think they would do with Boots Ennis, respectfully. I know you watch boxing enough to know, right? You talking opponents, so I'm assuming you paying attention, right? Those are some smaller guys. What do you think Boots would do in front of those dudes, right? Imagine if you had Arnold Barboza in front of him, the same one that Teo fought. You think he makes it to see 12 rounds? Get what I'm saying? It's just a different ass whooping that Boots put on you, and that you don't got to take it from me. Just look at the results of these guys that he putting these beats on. Roman Villa looked like a changed dude. He came out and got stopped by somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Stanionis, I get it. It ain't been super long, but he's super quiet. Like, asses be getting taxed, bro. Dudes going quitting the hospital trips. It ain't a good day playing with Boots. I'm telling you. That Teo's athleticism helped him through some of them rounds, but I think ultimately you in there with somebody that's every bit as athletic, if not more, like I said. So I just don't see no really big advantages for Teo. You know what I'm saying? And I get you. Listen, respect to you, man. But easy work, gotta think easy. Those guys at 40 don't be easy. He's had some tough fights there. Why would Boots be easy? Imagine what he'd do to a Sandor. These guys would be way too little for him. You get what I'm saying? He'd really hurt these dudes. Josh Taylor, he would have stopped that guy. That dude don't make it 12 rounds if that's Boots on the other end. He cooks him. Same thing with Barboza. You know what I mean? Jermaine Ortiz, them dudes, they're not making it about the fight with Boots, in my opinion, should I say. But yeah, we're gonna get there in a second because I'm gonna pull up some stuff from Teo. But ultimately, man, I just wanted to get the point across with Munguia. You gotta do better, fam. Got to do better, man. You gotta know the climate, man. Like, this was really poor timing. Like, you can't afford stuff like this, yo. You got to be smarter, man, going into these fights, man. This was a rematch. You were supposed to, avenge the loss. It looked good for you because we could have looked at it like, you was winning that first fight. You know what I mean? And you got caught. That happens, man. We seen it a bunch of times. And then you come back and avenge it. So not that it was a fluke, but you showed that you was able to make the necessary corrections so it don't happen again. And you didn't come close to letting it happen again. Good, strong performance from you showed to improve to me more, you get what I'm saying, calculated Jaime Munguia. Like, moving forward, that guy is very dangerous to me. Exploding when he need to, staying behind the jab, got a strong, consistent jab in your face. Good body shots. He get good leverage with his shots. Like, you get what I'm saying? This dude is dangerous, but are you dangerous because of this now? And that's where people gonna be at. So I know if anything like thinking like me, you just can't wait to see after what the end result is gonna be after this test situation, and then where do you go from there? You get what I'm saying? And how he gonna look the very first time he right back in the ring, because you can't afford to be lackluster. You can't afford to look like a tick or two away from what you used to be. Because all bets is all, people going to say, oh, this dude's been on the shit. So that's just not good, man. So hopefully, man, the best possible scenario happen out of this situation. He could resume his career, because I ain't rooting for nobody's downfall, but damn, you know what I'm saying? What do you do? Where do you go from here? So, I mean, I hope it's him, his team, somebody come out, make a statement, say something. Get what I'm saying? Don't just ignore it like it ain't out there. This shit exists and it's real and it's going to follow you, and people going to want an explanation. They're going to ask you something. So I better get y'all ducks in a row and do whatever it is y'all need to do to get back right, because this right here don't need to happen. Get what I'm saying? A lot of people paid attention to that fight, probably more so than the first one, because of the knockout. You know what I'm saying? You got knocked out the first time. So you had an opportunity to change that, and you kind of ruined it, bro. Well, to see Teo versus Russell Hitchens, me too. Them fights would be difficult for him. Ambrose debunks all Teo hype. Let me guess, that was different, huh? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know it. Mike Ryan, what it do, homie? How you feeling? So, about boxing, when he asks, do I still got it? Yeah, you get me? Yeah, it's not always about just knowing about boxing. We all have opinions, and even if you were wrong about it, it wouldn't mean you don't know boxing if you're wrong about who wins between the two. But I think it's a slippery slope if you're trying to sell that somehow Jaron Ennis is easy for Teofimo Lopez. Like, that's crazy work. Boots ain't gonna be easy for nobody. Whoever fights that man is gonna have their hands full. Trust and believe, man. And it's like, you know, boxing, if you see how he beat people ass, and you know them beat downs ain't regular. Like that's not a good night's work when Boots is on the other end of you. That's usually a trip to the ER or the hospital somewhere to get checked out and make sure everything good. I'm telling you. Just beat the fight out of a world champion. Like, think about it. Imagine Teo fighting Stan Jonas. I don't doubt that he could get in there and box with him and stuff like that, right? But that'd definitely go the distance. You get what I'm saying? It's just not all about power, but just think about it. He won't be able to handle. He won't be able to dish out what Boots is able to dish out. You get what I'm saying? He can't dish out what Boots is able to dish out. And on top of that, like, I just don't think he'll be able to handle it as well. He won't be able to dish out what Boots is able to dish out. He damn sure won't be able to take it. There's nobody at 140 that can put him in a kind of situation I think Ennis will put him in, respectfully. Like, it'll just be all bad for him. You know what I'm saying? You'll be undersized. That won't be a good thing. You get what I'm saying? You got a long way to go if you think you just gonna get in there and beat him. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. Time reveals all, bro. I always say that. Time reveals all. So in due time, man, we'll see just what's gonna be easy for him and what's not. But like I said, man, it's tough to sell that one. You know what I'm saying? But again, Jaime Munguia, hopefully he get his ducks in a row, bro. The Eddie Reynoso thing is starting to look bad. I know he the trainer and all that, but it's not looking like a coincidence. It's really looking bad. It's looking like math. You can't keep having guys popping dirty left and right. Multiple guys. We up to like a handful of fighters at this point. And even when they came out with excuses, they've been some of the most bogus things that you could ever hear. So again, I just wonder how long it's going to take for him or said team to come out and make a statement saying what was the cause of this, and or are they just going to be quiet and request that, you know, within this next 10 days that this B sample be tested. But I don't see it being any different. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, how long he about to get suspended and how he going to look coming back? That's it. That's all I can say and wait for. But just he picked the absolute worst time to pop dirty, especially after a loss to a guy that you got knocked out to. You get what I'm saying? It just don't look right. Look like, oh, damn, you wasn't confident. Now you got Bruno talking like, look, this dude knew he couldn't beat me on the even playing field. So you get what I'm saying? It's crazy. you get me, Bruno talking. He's talking like, man, he done cheated me. Couldn't beat me on the even playing field. He knew it was up. And you can't even argue with it, right? Because when it was a clean fight, to our knowledge, it was a knockout win for you get what I'm saying, for Bruno Surace. So, Jaime, man, you did yourself a disservice here. You, your team, whoever. I mean, it's not a good look at all, G. You know, you got to do better, Jaime. You got to do better, G. You got to do better, man. Hopefully it's smarting up, man. You know what I mean? Because he should have a lot of his career left ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? If he plays his cards back, he plays his cards right. Money motivated was good. Boots, Norman, and Polanco with Smoke TL. I agree. I think they all beat him. Roja was good. He said Reynoso was a boxing CIA agent setting up his fighters. Aisha P Square, how you feeling today? So he give his O back. Yeah, man, that's what I was saying. Aisha, it's something with I don't want to be the one that's trying to knock the camp because I ain't that kind of guy, but it do seem a little iffy, right? It seems as if, like, you know, these guys are, you know, popping dirty, man, and it's just not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all. It's not. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully he smartens up in the long run, because and again, at what point do people start to look at Reynoso too as a trainer? Real talk. Cornelius was good player. How you feeling? I'm shocked Reeves didn't pop dirty with his team. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy because it was a bunch of them, but he has in his career. So it's like, either they under your tutelage and it's happening, or they've had it happen and they come to you. You know what I'm saying? And it just tell you what's good with it. It looks foul, man. It do. I ain't gonna lie. They're trying to make dude like a credible Canelo opponent by any means. Nasty work, yeah, man. That ruined all of that. You get me? They killed it. Made me think Canelo gonna come juiced up for Bucks. Man, yo. I'm telling you, bro. I hope not. I hope it's drug testing for that fight. I mean, look, it's a title fight, man. You know, undisputed, so it should be drug testing. So I will hope so. I mean, that's the last thing you need. But again, man, I ain't gonna stretch the point, but it is what it is. That's just not it looked foul. Yeah, you gotta do some cleaning up, man. Boxing. Good thing they caught him, because this shit don't need to happen, man. I think something with the penalties. These penalties need to be more steep, or whatever the case, whatever it take for these guys to not do this shit. Like, I hate hearing it. Just fight, bro. Go out there and fight. This shit dangerous enough. Y'all playing with people's lives. And what is the number up to? 13 boxers a year passing away in the sport. Like, we definitely ain't trying to see no more deaths in the sport. Get what I'm saying? That shit's serious. And Jaime, you already out there punching with everything you got. You don't need no added boost, bro. You don't need no added boost, bro. You don't need no added boost. You already out there going crazy on people like you. Last thing you need is any type of advantage. Extra. You know what I'm saying? Unfair advantage at that. Yeah, hit, man. It just looked crazy, bro. It just looked crazy. We show up in September. Yeah, I know. That's the crazy part, Jordan. That's the part that just don't sit well with me, man. Ever since they did that and raised the clenbuterol limit, and I know people try to justify it with how little, but I'm not trying to hear it. If it's banned, it should be banned completely. It shouldn't be no exceptions, no exemptions, and oh yeah, well you can have this. Nah, it shouldn't be none of that. That's crazy. It's just crazy work, bro. I'm telling you. And if that don't look like favoritism, then I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? It looked weird. And it seemed like they just trying to look out for certain fighters that they know could potentially pop for it. Get what I'm saying? Tired of hearing people blame it on the meat. I'm tired of hearing wild ass bogus stories about T. I done heard about somebody applying medication to their dog and is why they test positive. Like, you hear everything, bro. You hearing it all. You hearing boar nuts, and like, you get what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like they won't stop. They really won't stop. Like, the excuses, the explanations, whatever we want to call them, they getting outrageous with it. And that's what I'm saying. I wonder, were they just gonna sit quietly and just act like, we cool. We just gonna, nah, bro, what's up? That's where I'm at with it. Like, nah, man, because you would think this your career. Something like this come out, I don't want to be quiet. I want to say something, like something. Get what I'm saying? Something, because dude ain't gonna come out and say, yeah, I did this and this. You know what I'm saying? So at least you got to make a statement, man. You can't just duck it. You can't duck the fate, man. You can't duck the question, bro. You know what I'm saying? That stuff, the way they fight, skill not really there. It's crazy, man. And he is talented. Ghetto Fab, what it do, homie? The level of greed in the sport of boxing. That's real talk. Jordan is wild. About to fight a super soldier, man. He about to fight the winter soldier. Man, he about to fight a universal soldier, bro. Hey, Bud, man, be on the lookout, man. Be on the lookout, Bud. Be on the lookout, bro. They got super serum, bro. They got little baby Steve Rogers and shit over there in the camp, bro. They got little baby Captain Americas and shit, man, coming up off the assembly line. Hey, Bud, they wilding over there in camp, bro. They got universal soldiers, cyborgs. You get what I'm saying? Like shit ain't fair. It ain't right over there, man. Hey, make sure cross every T, dot every I, Bud, man. We can't have this shit. I ain't even being funny. We can't have Bud fighting no goddamn super soldier come September, bro. We don't need to see that. I'm telling you, bro. That I don't know what in the cyborg extra testosterone. I got knocked out in the first fight, had to come back and get my lick back by any means necessary. Nah, bro. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I mean, as a matter of fact, I don't even care what his excuse is. I'm sick of this shit. Like, yo, y'all bugging. You're playing with people's lives. And if it's something that's unintentional, then you got to make sure, and it's like accidental, you got to cross your T's and dot your I's, especially at this level, bro. It's your career is on the line. So I'm not here to shit on Jaime Munguia, but you got to be a lot smarter than that, dude. You, your team, the people around you, and whatever would have led to this situation, unless you just got some crazy good explanation, which I seriously doubt. Like I said, we done heard it all at this point. I think they are the excuses to use. Like at this point, you might as well just say, man, I wilded out. I made a mistake. You might as well, at this point, I made a mistake, man. I'll be back. Serve my suspension like a G. I'll be back, man. It'll never happen again. Like at this point, because I ain't trying to hear it, man. I applied medication to my dog. And, you know, next thing you know, like, you get what I'm saying? I done heard somebody say they shook hands with somebody and that they could have got it from pop dirty from shaking hands. Like, yo, I'm telling you, they done came up with it all, bro. It's in the tea. You know, we got bad taco meat, boar nuts. Like, bro, what? Like, come on, man. Like, nah, man. Y'all wildin', man. I know, so last name was Eddie Jenkins. He would be under investigation yesterday. You get me, Lisa? Be ready. Kendrick, what it do on me? How you feeling? I'm telling you, Bud, be ready, man. They got baby Steve Rogers over there, bro. They got little baby Captain America's floating around in camp, bro. Cyborgs and shit. Universal soldiers. Little Dolph London. I know y'all remember that movie, Universal Soldier, with Van Damme and Dolph London. That's what they got going on over there. Super soldiers, bro. Okay, Bud, we can't have that. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that, G. We can't have that. That camp got to chill out, bro. Nah, I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. I don't know. And look, I'll say this, too, just to try to be fair. I'm not trying to place the blame on Eddie Reynoso, but his name is attached to the fighters, right? So my thing is, if it, like, just for conversation purposes, because I don't have all the details, let's say he has absolutely nothing to do with this, right? Then the fighters that he got to be careful with who he's training, because these guys don't have respect for him. If this is in fact foul play, which I just don't see too many scenarios where he's able to explain properly what the issue is, right? Because if there's never been a situation before, why is it what now? Like, what would the excuse be? I'm telling you, they probably gonna come up with something wild, bro. I ain't trying to hear it, man. Y'all gotta tighten up, man. I'm telling you, y'all out here playing with people's lives and their health. I mean, if you couldn't fight that man fair, you shouldn't have fought him at all. Get what I'm saying? Let me find out you was worried, man. Let me find out Munguia was worried because of that knockout the first time. Crazy. I'll tell you, man, it's getting spooky. I ain't gonna lie to you. Techniques. I wonder why Boots didn't want to smoke. Man, best fight to date. We're gonna get to that too. Fly frequency, my dog. What it do on me? Lee in the building. What's good, bro? How you feeling? Stretched out boxing. What it do, my guy? Bud building a big ass house. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, Bud is a smart guy, man. Bud is a smart guy. But yeah, man, moving forward, man, I think he got to be careful with who he works with, who he decides to train, right? Because I'll just try to be as fair as possible, just for conversation purposes. Like I said, if it's in fact not his fault and he has no connection and nothing to do with none of this, but it's just too many. And it's like, what kind of respect do these fighters have for him that they'll allow him to train them and then be foul? You get what I'm saying? Because it looks a certain way, right? Like, no fighter, I don't think no trainer wants to be the guy that is known for training fighters that pop dirty. I can't possibly see somebody being cool with that. So That's what I'm saying. Is it a respect thing? Is it a lack of respect? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Where these guys are in these camps and they over here with Elie Reynoso, and you figure you got access to Canelo and the man that trains him. That's world-class, top-notch work. Like, that should be all the advantage you need. But instead, you need an extra push, an extra boost in the ring, some shit that's going to cost you. At the end of the day, it's going to sideline you and taint your career moving forward. It's going to have people looking at you with the side eye, having people question if all those wins and knockouts was a product of PEDs or testosterone use. You get what I'm saying? That shit is foul. That's the unfortunate thing about sport and competing, man. All it takes is one time and people will question you forever. You get what I'm saying? That you gonna be on a short leash when you come back. How are you gonna perform? People gonna wait. They're gonna look for any extra crack, any extra chink in your armor where you don't quite look like Jaime Munguia before this situation. And that's it. It's gonna be all bets are off. They're gonna be, this was another steroid cheat. I'm telling you, it's gonna be another really good talent that's not gonna be able to shine properly in the sport because it's gonna be always in question if this dude is cheating or has he cheated his way all the way up until this point until he got caught, right? And then, like I said, if you start to look a certain way, now that's double bad for you because now it's gonna validate everything people been thinking right from this point. And you get me? And on top of that, if you can't win the fights, you get what I'm saying? The last thing you want to be is a punching bag. So it's tough, man. It's tough. I be trying to root for these dudes, but I ain't rooting for nobody to be cheating. You get what I'm saying? Sport is taking lives. It's way too many. 13 fighters a year is insane. That's a lot. That I don't care how people look at it. That's a lot. That's a lot. One is too many. And we talking about double digits. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That number, you don't want that number. That number is increasing, and that's not a good thing. So anytime I hear any foul play, any steroids, testosterone, this or adverse findings, man, I get to looking at you like, bro, you playing around now. Now you out here playing. You know what I'm saying? Reef, what it do? And push through the camp. He said, that's the reason. Damn. And he said, Juice Live crew. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous, bro. Legacy remains in the building. What's good, Brody? How you feeling? You need to score interview to make sure it's a payday and bring his best serum to the fight. Yeah, right, man. I know they're gonna be on the up and up. He ain't about to play. Him, his team, they gonna cross some T's, dot them I's. They ain't about to play. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make sure this on the up and up. Title fight too. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting that off, man. This cheating gotta stop though, man. And the explanations that y'all giving gotta stop too, because y'all bogus. Like at some point, somebody within boxing gotta be man or woman enough to just say, yo, you know what? I made a mistake. Like I'm telling you, I know that might be the hardest thing to admit, but what good is going down swinging on a lie that you was unable to prove and justify, right? And you just go down on it like, yeah, it's just whack, man. It's whack. It's whack. He said use code Reynoso to get 25% off of your next performance answer decision. Reef, you hell for that, bro. See the unseen boxer. What it do, homie? Eddie said, I don't care who first or who last. We gonna duck and juice at the drop of a dime, baby. Damn. And Reef just went off. Didn't he? Hey, man, this day they got to get ready for it. Hey, you hear me? They got to get ready for it because there's more coming. There's more coming, bro. People ain't going to stop. It's not a good look, Jaime. It's not a good look, sir. You get what I'm saying? First camp with him, we just thinking, yo, you've been putting the work in. You're looking locked in, focused. You're looking disciplined, calculated. You get what I'm saying? You was looking motivated to win this fight. You wasn't fighting timid. And I'm telling you, I would hate to think that any of what we seen in the rematch was because of these levels of testosterone that they talking about today. It's wild, man. Unfortunate, bro. Very unfortunate. It's unfortunate for the sport, man. All the smoke they have for bug girls. I got jokes for days. Nah, real shit, Reef. Nah, hell nah. But this is what I be saying. Bro. People will get more scrutiny for being associated or affiliated with snack and shit like that than the guys that are being proved to be like dirty and on some shit. That's all I be saying. No, not nobody pointing the finger at nobody in particular, but that's what I be meaning. Like, yo, you get what I'm saying? Like, some of these dudes at some point will be getting caught just the same way Jaime did. Ain't no all this, we just so good, we're gonna get away, man. You gonna get caught sooner or later. That's usually what happens in sports. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you ain't no cash cow either. No, man. Hey, you caught you. Got you. Hey, what's testosterone? What you juiced? You juiced. You got little baby Hulk Hogan, bro. What are you on? Little Dolph Lundons and Van Dams. You know what I'm saying? Universal soldiers, bro. That's crazy. Hey, I'm telling you, little miniature Captain Americas in the ring. Nah, bro, we can't have that. I'm Blunt Sports, what it do, fam? Duck Juice, I'm telling you. Can't have that, bro. We can't have little cyborgs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can't have Bud fighting a damn cyborg in September, bro. That can't be the case. That cannot be the case, yo. I'm not going for it. I don't want to hear shit like, he revisited the fountain of youth. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm telling you, I see you standing up for all 12 rounds. I'm going to be looking at you funny too, man. I'm telling you, this shit's starting to concern me, man. Like, you just don't get younger in boxing, bro. Nobody do. Now, you could adjust to what you have is in terms of what you're bringing to the table, skill set, maybe areas where you kind of are not the same physically, right? You're able to make up for in other areas, right? Those things are possible, right? But you don't just get younger. You don't just keep getting younger in boxing, bro. Like I don't want to hear no Benjamin Button type stories. You know, he revisited the fountain of youth. He's looking young. It's looking like Canelo of old. Of yesteryear. I don't want to hear that. I'm telling you, red flag. I'm flag on the play. As soon as they say it, I'm telling you, they got one time. Y'all got the announcers, commentators, I don't care who it is. You got one time to say that fountain of youth shit during at any point in the fight. It could be the last second of the whatever round. I'm telling you, I'm a red flag, yo. Flag on the play. I don't want to hear it, bro. I'm telling you, do not just get younger in boxing. Shit is a young man's sport for a reason, man. This shit is difficult as you continue to age. It just do not get easy. I'm telling you, yo. Yeah, I remember Universal Soldier with Dolph Lundon, Crucial. Dolph Lundon and Van Dam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Visited the Fountain of Juice. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I'm telling you, I'm going to be hot. I don't want to hear it. I just want to see a clean fight, a good fight. I don't want to hear that they rewind in the hands of time. No, he didn't. No, he didn't, bro. No, he didn't rewind the hands of time. We've seen the last 5 or so fights, and the shit's been all looking a certain way. Now he get to a fight, he going to look different. I'm not trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear, he trained harder. He really got up for this one. Yeah, it was Bud Crawford. Nah, I'm not trying to hear none of it. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to hear it, bro. Hell no. As a fighter, if you got somebody that's trying to knock your head off and take what you got and, you could lose your life in there, bro, you should be motivated to fight whoever is throwing punches at you, in my opinion. I think that's fair. Boxer or not. I think you should be motivated anytime somebody's in your face throwing punches with the possibility of knocking your lights out. You get what I'm saying? Yes, they found the juice. Man, shout out to the homie Damon. What's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Mr. Grandy in the building. What's good, bro? Carver better be careful. I'm telling you, man. Look, we can't have him, we can't have him fighting no cyborgs, bro. It just can't happen. You feel me? At least, we can't have him pulling no Benjamin Buttons. We ain't trying to hear that he young again. Like, nah, hell no. Nah. Wear and tear. That's what boxing do. As the years go on, all them fights, training camps, and punches. I don't care if you got headgear on. Like, it's proven that you be getting damaged more in sparring than you do some in the fights. Get what I'm saying? All that punishment. People take it for granted because you got that cushion of headgear, but people be taking a lot of punishment in sparring. A lot. Getting their bells rung. All types of concussions, all types of shit. So, nah, man, you just don't keep getting younger. I'm telling you, unfortunately, boxing is not that kind of sport. This ain't golf. This ain't golf where you 50 and everything is cool. Like, this ain't that. This ain't that. This is the kind of sport, man. You start at 30 plus, mid 30, should start working a little different. You know what I mean? Should start getting a little bit different in there. So see what I'm saying? So I just don't want to hear that type of stuff. I don't want to hear that talk. I don't want to hear no fountain of youth shit or none of that. Like, it's going to concern me in a real way. I just want to see a clean fight, a real fight. I don't know what the hell the problem is with these damn fighters that they feel the need to juice up, especially when they training with Reynoso. And that's what I'm saying. If it ain't true, what they on, they just straight disrespecting you, bro. They spitting in your face. You better tighten up camp. You out here, you done booted Ryan and Teo out. Hey man, you might need to clean some more house, man. Hey man, y'all might need to cut ties. This might need to be a one and done with you and Jaime to prove it's real, bro. Cause look, this is what I'm on. Hey man, if I'm training you and you just pop out, hey man, I think our relationship over. Unless I had something to do with it. Cause it ain't no, you know what had happened was, it ain't none of that, bro. What had happened was I trained your ass a certain way. We went out here and fought a good, strong fight. And then you test positive for something, or you had high levels of adverse findings. So yeah, man, that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it, man. Good luck explaining your way out of this and trying to figure out a way through the back door, but I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Got to test them before they even start camp. I'm telling you, B-Dog, real talk, bro. Real talk. I'm with that too. I feel you. It makes sense too. First down and juice. Welcome to the championship juice, man. World Juice Council. Just we know Bub beat the stack talk. Gonna get outraged. Oh yeah, you already know. Yeah, he went. Rude exposure. What it do on me? How you feeling, man? Might as well go ahead and get Bomac Trainer of the Year today. He did get some type of award. I seen him post. I think he got Trainer or something. I didn't see exactly what it was, but I know he posted an award earlier. I think it was today. Yeah, man. Yeah. Nah, man. Hell nah. Hell, his ass is trash. His ass on the hot seat. He in the hot seat. Flyer ain't getting up out of it. He in the hot seat. He got to deal with it. You got to deal with it, man. Got to deal with it. So, like I said, y'all, man, let's see where he go from here, and if he end up looking like a change fighter. If he do, I think we all know what to assume from there. But I'm gonna try to give him some breathing room and say, let's see what his team or him, what kind of excuse they come up with, what kind of reasoning they come up with, or if they just completely tuck their tails and stay silent on this. I ain't gonna respect it if that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Shakur being Oscar Valdez is beautiful. Glad he kicked his ass. All that damn cheating they was doing, bro. All that damn cheating they was doing, man. Nasty work. Nasty work, y'all. Nasty work. But let's keep rolling, man. We're going to build for a bit more, man. We got a couple things more to talk about. So, we all seen Teo and how he been going off the deep end lately, and with his disrespect to Turkey. Oyster 40 was good with it, fam. He been disrespectful to Turkey, whatever. I'm not coming to his aid in any way, shape, or form, but as I stated yesterday, it's just bad business, and at some point you got to be smarter than that. You got to stop getting in your own way. You get what I'm saying? And when I consistently see a guy getting in his own way, I have a reason to believe that you don't want what you expect, what you want us to believe that you want. Because if you did, you would just move in a way that would get you these opportunities. You wouldn't ruin the opportunities for yourself, right? You'll put yourself in position to get them. And that's what I'm not seeing. I'm seeing them go the other way with it. So I'm going to be very consistent with it. I got a couple of videos I'm going to play for him. Like, he's been, disrespectful of Boots and Bozy some more, you know what I mean? Calling them bozos. He online saying, yeah, Boots did duck me. And it's just nasty work, bro. I swear, I wish Boots would just oblige him and beat piss down his leg. I really do. I really wish Boots to say, you know what? Since he just keeps speaking my name and you talking about my pops, I'm going to just beat piss down your leg real quick and move on. I really would. I really wish he would. I do. But at the same token, as I stated before, I think Boots probably looks at him and the circus that comes with that guy, and he feels like it ain't worth it. You're not bringing me what I want. at all. I did what fighting for what? And I'm telling you, I don't see him getting no 100% credit. They're gonna just say he should have beat him up. You small anyway. You should have went up to 54. Now you stuck around at 47 to be fighting 40 pounders. I'm telling you, blown up 40 pounders, people coming up, a smaller guy, they gonna wait. They lining it up. That's why the people that's pushing for that to happen, that's because they want to be able to critique him. And it's like a win-win, because if it's any way, shape, or form, Boots look bad in the fight, or Teo looks good, survive, or dare I say lose, then they get to have all the criticism they've been wanting to have about Boots. And that's what it is. It's not about them really wanting to see that fight. Get what I'm saying? And I just think, I'm telling you, I think he's using situations strategically to his benefit, to dupe people into thinking he want opportunities that he don't want. Like, it's easy to keep talking about wanting to fight somebody that has no intention whatsoever on fighting you. He full of shit. Boxing is already a niche sport. It's a small sport. Them circles are not big. They be knowing each other's business in and out, and everybody knows full well what the hell Boots been talking about. So it's easy when you hear a guy talking about how he want Undisputed to come your ignorant ass in the back door talking about, yeah, I want to fight him. I want to fight Boots. They're bozos, him and his daddy. Like, no, you and your dad is bozos. Y'all bozos. And that's why you find yourself from the outside looking in. And I don't like to say begging, but you asking for an opportunity. You get what I'm saying? You asking for an opportunity. This is why you find yourself in that situation, because you just ain't moving right. And when you make little stuff like you joking, but it's going to be you for real. You get what I'm saying? You out here playing, but it's going to end up being you for real. Get what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody playing with you. And I think you starting to figure that out. And I'm hearing that Turkey was like, look, man, this dude need to apologize. You know what I'm saying? And he said he ain't doing no apologizing. He been talking slick. Sound like he's standing on the shit that he been saying. And all right, he gonna make his bed lay in it, bro. I don't feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run around ruining your opportunities. I'm gonna continue to talk about it. I'm gonna just watch you like an experiment that you are. Get what I'm saying? Instead of going out there letting your fists speak for themselves and letting your talent shine, you just gonna keep doing ignorant shit, and you're gonna find yourself on the sideline from the outside looking in, still complaining about the opportunities that you're not getting and the ones that you are getting. You know what I'm saying? When it's you the whole time getting in your own way. So time will reveal all, man. I think he just need a wake-up call, and maybe he'll get one sooner than later. Maybe he'll get one sooner than later. I just can't rock with the ignorance. Shout out to my dog CJ Rich, man. Said PDs are permissible. The fighter's Latino, man. I'm telling you, raising them clenbuterol levels, bro. CJ was always nasty work to me. I really couldn't understand it. Couldn't understand why would they.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my dog CJ, man. It's unfortunate, man, that it's like that. Yeah, no payday. I'm telling you, 815 what it do, homie. You already know. D for the win. My dog was good with it. Yeah, I dropped the link in a second. Listen, y'all. He said, Tio, what? He used black fighter names to promote and get recognition for his next fight. It's like he used himself to promote the fight to be hated. No fighters for Tio. But yeah, man. Shout out to my baby girl, the Queen. Miss Just Do was in the building. How you feeling? Said they said it was the meat. Yeah, they're gonna say it was the meat. Some tacos, boar nuts, dog medication. Like, they just don't. The ignorance don't stop. Like, it's gonna be tough for him to get up out of that, though. Cal Cooler, blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? So it's not March Madness, it's Juice Madness. Canelo got an endorsement with Payday and candy bars, right? That's a team thing. It's looking that way. It sure is looking that way, D, for the win. It's definitely looking like that. And it's hard. If it was anybody else, it would get questioned. You get what I'm saying, bro? Anybody else would get questioned the very same way. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't look good from the outside. But it's like, bro, what y'all cooking? Is you some type of mad scientist? Like, come with me and I'll, you know what I'm saying? Like, come with me and I got you. Like, nah, bro. Like, well, we not getting clean fights. Like, cause this got to be about number 5, I think, out of fighters. It's got to be about the 5th guy. Got to be about the 5th one. And it's crazy because out of those 5, one of them is the absolute head honcho of the team. It's crazy. Blaze, what it do, fam? Nah, he haven't. And that's why I said he don't really want it, because some of these dudes got styles that he really ain't gonna do well against, and he know that. He say use baby or you stupid, man. But let's get to it, man, because let's see him ruin himself. We got a couple little short videos from him, man, but I just want y'all to hear some of the stuff that he was saying.
Yeah, no boots fight then. No boots fight. They said no. Boots, if you're on here and your father's on here, Bozy, listen to me. You bozos. How you claim yourself from Philly and you don't want to fight the best? Man, y'all putting Philly down and Philly just won. Shout out to Philadelphia Eagles for winning the chip. Come on, bro. I don't think you from Philly. Can I get an amen? Amen. I don't think and shout out to all my people from Philly, man. This is where this belt originally came from. I'm gonna be real with you, Rocky Balboa. A toda mi gente quiere que yo hable español. Oye, yo puedo hacer eso también, pero hay veces que yo necesito hacer un poco de dos. You know, I gotta do a little bit of both, bro. But anyways, you know, we trying to fight the best so that we claim the best. We show our legacy.
Yeah, the music is terrible.
Is that wrong? I got fired today for that. Well, yesterday.
Nah, you ain't get fired for that. You got fired for people feeling
guys,
like they heard.
How many of you think they're gonna take my belts away?
Yeah, they said if you keep talking, them belts, you going face.
You think they're gonna take my belt away, guys?
They need to.
How many?
They should.
Hey, let me get some love. Hey, yeah, throw some flames and love if you think they're gonna take this belt away from me.
He openly shits on Turkey and then proceeds to get in here and pop him for and wear a Ring magazine hat with the Ring belt. I'm telling you, yo, all he's missing is the nose, but his nose is naturally a
then I leave it
to
the higher power.
He should just paint his nose red. He got a full-blown disguise.
We got Caleb Plant. We got a doubleheader. We got Caleb Plant coming back in the return. All right, for anyone that don't know about it, okay, we got D1 Caleb Plant fighting this Saturday, May 31st, in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then we got a doubleheader with that, with the one and only. We got the Charlo, Lions only. He's on his return.
Now he's promoting.
Black Two Sugars. Cheers.
Now he promoting, y'all. This dude is a full-time client. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. I think what's happening is he putting himself in a situation to not be successful, and it's unfortunate because it's wasted talent. Like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The more you keep putting on the clown show, I'm gonna keep talking about it. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep showcasing it. Because you want to put up signs and be a clown. And now Boots and his dad is bozos because they won't accept a fighter with some clout chasing fool, with some unpredictable clout chasing idiot that's disrespectful. It's get to a point like, do he even deserve the opportunity to be in the ring with Boots Ennis? You got Devin Haney actively calling you out. Y'all verbally agreed. Won't you fight him? Stop playing around. Won't you fight him? Fight Devin Haney, bro. Fight Devin Haney. Tony was good with it. Yeah, he's in my. You know what? We actually like Broner because Broner was funny in his own right. Right? He was funny at times. Some of the stuff he did was wild. We get that, but this he just corny. Like Broner used to have people laughing. At least this dude just, I don't know. He continued to rub you the wrong way. AD for the win. I think Boots would do a number on him. That's what I'm saying. AB wasn't corny. That's a fact. He just wasn't corny. This dude is corny. And he tried too hard. And he actually can be funny when he want to be. Like, he could be funny. You know what I'm saying? He could be a little funny, but he just constantly putting his foot in his mouth. So it's hard to appreciate anything that comes out of it. It's hard to give him credit for anything that he say. Because anytime, if he say anything decent, he going to follow it up with several dumbass remarks. It's just something that he is. It's just who he is right now at heart. I don't think he's going to change. All right, here I got one.
Who needs that rent paid? We got that Saudi money, you heard? I don't fall in line. I never used to do the line. So I don't know. Look at my hands. I ain't got no ring on it.
Listen to him.
You know why? Because I only got one ring on it. I need all my hands to hold this one. This is my wife right here. This won't leave me. Most loyal thing in the world right here.
Yeah, he's trolling his ass off.
All right, Turkey mad at Teo, but he single-handedly carried the New York City car. Yeah, Turkey did a great job holding that car.
Yeah, he's sticking Teo at least. R. Stokes, what it do?
Did a great job. Oh yeah, let me put Teofimo on here.
Ain't
You're right.
That's
Good looks.
Fact, bro.
Good looks. I'm gonna put my name on here. Teofimo. All right. Teofimo Lopez. Look, if y'all got a problem saying my name, I'm gonna show you how to say it. All right. It's Teofimo. If you can't say Teofimo, call me Theo. You can't say Theo, say Fimo. You can't say Fimo, Timo. If you can't say Timo, Tilo. You can't say Tilo. If you don't know how to say Tilo.
Emmanuel, what it do on?
Call me Tebow. Can't call me Tebow. Call me Mo. Mo money, mo problem. Call me Mo Muhammad.
You must be talking to Turkey. Nah, you Team Elie fool. Calling him Team Elie fool.
Respectfully, man. I love everybody. I do.
I'm
a happy kid, man. I really is. I'm a happy kid.
Right.
All right. 27 years young. I'm still happy. I'm a happy kid, man. Ray Bama, what up? In the building. My guy. What's up, my guy? What's up, my guy? How you doing, my boy?
He don't get in line. He don't get in line. He ain't apologizing.
Yeah. Yo, hold up. I just saw hey.
Mosey
did I see Rick Morrigan over here asking for a hat? You asking for a hat? All right, now. If you call me Teofino, it's got to be finito. All right, Teofinito. I like that one. For sure. Yeah, yes, Boots did duck me. I'm going to tell you again and again and again. It's crazy, man. Hey, listen, it ain't about Teofimo.
Bro. Guy's ridiculous, man. Look, man, he's a joker at the end of the day, man. I don't know. I don't know no more with this dude. I really don't. But it is what it is. He made his bed. He gonna lay in it. You know. I don't think he gonna clout chase his way to a Boots fight. It ain't gonna happen. Shout out to Boots for not entertaining the clown show. But if he decided to fight him, I would support it. But at the same token, with him not wanting to entertain this fool, I'm not about to push no narrative talking about he ducking him. You can't duck somebody that's not in the same weight class. And like I said before, man, I'm not new to this. I pay attention very well. Teofimo has never made a fight going about it the way he's going about it now. Never once, not one time in his entire career, with none of the fights that he got. And if he has, show me one time, one fight, point to any single fight that he's got moving the way he's moving now, whether it be with the racial stuff or just like with the bogus ass outlandish call outs where he don't really have no intent of getting in there with these people. And like I said before, it's very frustrating because the opportunity is there if Boots so much wanted it, right? But he just don't. And it makes it look like he got some type of a weird leg to stand on and say, oh, well, he ducked me. Boots ducked me. Boots didn't duck you, bro. How you putting that out there? That's nasty work, bro. But you got Devin Haney actively on your bumper, pursuing you, tagging you on social media, and you going to act like you don't exist? This is the shit that I'm talking about, y'all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly why I don't believe him. Because when you have people knocking at your doorstep, you want to look the other way and call other people out that got other shit going on or other shit planned. Tell me I'm lying. He's doing the same. I keep saying it. I'm going to keep on saying it till people see exactly where I'm going with it, what I'm talking about. It's a pattern with him. These are not the fights that get made. This is 10 times out of 10, not 9 times out of 10. This is 10 times out of 10. When he do shit that he's doing now, he never gets those fights. Ever in his entire career. It never happens. I'm telling you. It got to the point, Blair Cobbs is calling him up. He calling him out. Kendrick, he calling him out, bro. Thomas, what's good, Brody? How you feeling? He calling him out. Joke about Rolly out in CT, but this boy, I'm telling you, he really a loose screw. I'm telling you. Lewis 45 hundo, what it do? I'm telling you, Team Elite fool. I like that one. That's what he is, bro. He a real fool. He's a real fool, man. I'm telling you. He really is. Big shout out to my homie Damon, man. Appreciate the 10-piece, homie. He said, according to the people, Coach to Dad, Teal was offered a double-digit payday, and the fight was signed. Dad was Teal's second choice at the boots, and this chump said, hell no. This is what I'm saying, bro. You see what I'm saying, Damon? This is what, bro, I want y'all to understand something. The fights that he want are not the ones that want him back, right? And that's not a coincidence. You have people, if I got a guy that's actively in or around my weight class and he's talking about fighting me, why am I going to keep barking up a tree where a guy ain't paying me no mind? Boots Ennis is not feeding into you. And if you're a real one, you can't stay stuck on stupid and just be like, all right, well, he won't fight me. So, what about the Devin Haney fight? Get out of here. I think you get outboxed by him. I'm telling you, I'm standing on that, man. That's why you don't want to fight him. I hope he proved me wrong. Get in there with him. Get in there with him and prove me wrong, bro. Fight the man, at least.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Damon, man. Appreciate the love, homie. And that's all. I just want y'all to think of that, man. That's all. Like, yeah, I hear it. Like, he got fans that got him believing it. Like, yeah, nah, he really wants this fight. Just, I get it, bro, but no. Nah. His track record don't suggest it. If he had a track record that suggests that the way he's talking about moving, he actually done it at any point, and I'm not buying those wins at 35. I'm not buying none of them at 35, and not even the ones at 40. None of those fights tell me you want him. That's why I told y'all, man. The dude said no to Blair Cobb. I mean, not the Blair Cobb, the Conor Benn. Nah, the Conor Benn, I'm at 40, but yes, the Boots Ennis. Do that sound like, think about what I'm saying to y'all. It's no to Conor Benn, but it's yes to Boots. And I know they'd be like, well, Boots got belts and all that. Nah, but just think about it. If it's no, I'm at 40. It's not like, nah, he didn't say, nah, I ain't thinking about Conor Benn. Nobody else. I just want Boots Ennis at 47. He didn't say that. The man said, that's why I say he be putting his foot in his mouth. You really got to listen to him talk. In one breath, he's saying Boots in his name and he can't get enough of it. He Dora the Explorer and all this other weird shit. And then right in the next breath is, oh, would you fight Conor Benn at 47? Well, I'm still at 140. So what does that tell y'all? What does that tell y'all? If you at 47, you should be willing to take on all challenges. If you really gonna convince me you'll fight Boots, you should fight anybody else. Because in most people's eyes, he's the most dangerous guy there. Come on, man. WBO, Mr. WBO. Go your ass up there playing with Brian Norman. Go up there playing with Brian Norman. Go up there. Beat him and then tell Boots you on his helmet. And you want to be undisputed at 47. Come on, man. Do something real, man. This shit ain't fooling me, man. It's sideline tricks. I ain't being fooled by it. You gotta show me, man. This dude gotta show me, man. And one thing he showed me is he good. He good at talk. He talk a good one. And it ain't really a good one because most of the time this shit ain't believable. So it is what it is, man. If he don't take the Devin Haney fight, then he's a duck. He's a duck by his own standard. Because if you get what I'm saying? If Boots could be ducking you and not in the same weight class, then Devin Haney is right next to you. Right next to you with history and all of that. Your fathers went back and forth. Bill Haney is actively calling you out. He like, yo, when we gonna fight? And y'all saying everything but let's fight. You looking every other way but at the people that really calling you out. Shit is ridiculous, man. I'll never understand this kid. I'll never understand him. And I ain't even going to try. I just think he got some screws loose. I don't think he got a grasp on reality really well. And if he got real ones around him, they ain't getting through to him because he foolish. And I just don't see this working out good for him in the long run. We'll see. He's still going to be around. He's still going to get opportunities because it's boxing. But we're going to see what kind of opportunities you're going to get while you continue to get in your own way. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that on a large scale. He continuously getting in his way. And it's hard to see it any other way. That's how I see it. Getting in your way. Getting in your own way, bro. Telling the world. And that's the sad part. That's what I'm saying, D for the win, bro. That's the most frustrating part. Abusing the opportunities, taking for granted the opportunities that people are killed to have. There's so many boxers that'll never be promoted by a top rank, that'll never fight on that kind of platform and never make it to that stage, that'll never have opportunities to fight on pay-per-view, and then say, nah, you know what? I'm going to turn that opportunity down and still have multiple opportunities that they can choose from. That shit is mind-blowing. That right there is mind-blowing. Opportunity to make the most money, fight on the big stage, the pay-per-view stage. You like, nope. Even though this dude easy as hell, and I beat Puerto Ricans easy, and I don't care how they feel. But yeah, when it comes to fighting them, do I want to fight them? Nah, I don't want to fight them on pay-per-view for that money, for the most money possible. No, because I gotta sell this much, and like, come on, man. But at the same token, he's some type of star, and he make all his money for the sport. Come on, man. Melanin Queen Peace says, how you feeling? That's what I'm saying, man. He got to make it make sense, yo. Nothing he say makes sense more times than not. And like bro was saying earlier, he gonna end up fighting Willie the warehouse worker or some shit like that, and he gonna justify it by saying Boots didn't want to fight him, Crawford didn't want to fight, nobody wanted to fight me. Whole time Devin Haney raising his hand after a performance over Jose Ramirez that people are questioning, and you still won't go out or go over there and take him out. Your father being trolled, being clown Bill, shitting on him, talking that talk, all that to him, and you still won't get in there and fight him. Father done got hands put on him because y'all don't know how to keep y'all mouths closed, and you still don't want to fight nobody. You don't want to fight none of them people, though. I'm telling you, bro, the dude taking advantage of the fact that Boots ain't no real, true, outspoken, loudmouth, just clout chaser that just want to go, go back and forth with him. And that's why it's working in his benefit. He could keep being disrespectful, going up here talking crazy. Boots and Bozy, y'all bozos, and this and that. Nah, you the bozo. You chasing them down. You and Boots took a picture with his belts because that's a sign like you need them. They don't need, and let's be clear, I get it. It'd be a good name to put on the resume, but let's not act like he need that opportunity. It's Tio that needs that opportunities because he's the one complaining about how much he get paid in the venues that he's fighting and why they're small. That's him complaining. Think about it. So all this smoke and mirror shit don't fool me. He's the one that needs the opportunity. Boots is sitting there chilling. He's sitting pretty with both of his belts. Yeah, he got options. He could sit around, wait till one of the champions free up and try to make a fight with them. You get what I'm saying? Maybe fight a Gibbs off in the meantime. Shit, if he ready to say the hell with 47, he can go to 54. Boots got options too, Goofy, and none of them got to include fighting Teofimo Lopez. And the fact that people are acting like in the sport of boxing, fighters are not allowed to make a decision that they see best for their career is wild. So if Boots don't just all of a sudden entertain the circus with Tio and say, yeah, I'll fight him, then all of a sudden he got to be a duck, and he ducking smoke, and he looking bad, and he making Philly look bad. Nah, he not making Philly look bad. The last time he fought in Philly, he made it look very good. The last time he fought out there. I'm not trying to hear that. Man, Boots be shining, and that's what he going to keep doing. And like I said, his path to what he trying to go don't have to include a wild card like Teofimo Lopez that ain't proved shit at 47, that really probably don't have no plans of going there. I wonder how many more fights he gonna take at 140 since he been talking all this 47 shit. Telling y'all, stop though, for the people, stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe and the smoke and mirrors with that kid, man. He do a good job at running his mouth, but it's easy to dissect the shit that he be saying because it never makes sense. Z, what it do, homie? Mike, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? It's just ridiculousness, man. I just wish at some point this guy get in there and actually start moving accordingly, man. Be the man that you're supposed to be, man. And I think Turkey had some kind of response. I don't know if this was like, this caption was accurate, but he did have something to say.
إيمي في تاريخ الشرق الأوسط، إيمي سعودي، شركة بيج تايم في راعنا الإبداعي. مبروك، تستاهلون يا شباب. مبروك، هذا إنجاز الوطن.
I love Crawford. Yeah, they stupid, bro. Yeah, man, but I think Turk want an apology, man. Turk want that apology, man. He ain't beat. So, but I hope he budge on it. And why? Because I hope somebody do get the opportunity to take him out and give him the ass whooping that he need. I'm telling you. Because it'll be a beautiful sight if he find himself questioning himself after a fight like he did with Sandor Martin because of the energy he's been putting out. I don't root on nobody's downfall, but he's a guy that makes it hard for you to root for him because of the way he behaves. And it's like in a way that you don't even think he respected people that support him, right? He just go about it in a very weird, he a strange guy. So I don't know. So I think Frank Martin on that 10 undercard. That'd be dope if he is. That'd be dope. That'd be dope if he is. Shout out to my homie Mike Mazak and that Cash App, man. Always supporting the grind, man. Say keep shining, champ, man. I appreciate you always supporting. Shout out to my homie Mike, man. Appreciate you, homie. Where's Devin Booker, Turkey? Yeah. He needed. That's why I say, man. I look at things from a realistic standpoint, and if I'm a fighter, right, and I'm calling out guys that have other shit planned or don't and not interested in fighting me, you can make what you want out of that, but you can't force that situation. You can't beat a dead horse. So if you're a real one, then you leave this shit alone and you shut up because you're not gonna get the fight, obviously. So what else would you do if you're a real one and you trying to prove it? Then you go shut up the other guy that's clearly calling you out. It should be no reason in hell why you acting like it ain't a Devin Haney and he don't exist. I said all he did was run his last fight. He don't look good. He not the same guy. He finished. Fight him. Won't you finish him off? He practically begging to be finished off. Won't you go finish him off? Prove some shit. Stand on something. Go fight one of these guys that you talk crazy about. Go fight him. Go fight him. I done seen Bill go back and forth with your dad enough times. He done asked about the fight, like I said, over and over and over again. What else could he do? And that's the thing. You don't hear Junior talking about Devin Haney, and you don't hear Senior talking about Devin Haney. They talk about everything else. Oh, y'all next, man. Y'all next. Next after who? Next after who? Because it ain't getting no boost. So next after who? Cut the shit, man. Fight the man. I ain't even saying that he's scared, but telling you, man, he be staying away from certain people for a reason, man. And I don't think this would be a Barboza situation either. I don't think it'd be a Barboza situation at all. I think he'd mess around and get beat. I really do. Frank been on a milk car. Yeah, he posted. He said a fight date coming soon. Frank Martin did, and I said 140 got another player in the division. He liked the comment, so I'm assuming not only is the fight date coming soon, but it's definitely for sure going to be a 140 fight for him. So that's good, man. He said Mayweather Lopez. Shit. And that's another thing, though. Like, check it. I mean, y'all are taking pictures with Floyd, too. You know, y'all are taking pictures with Floyd. He was in the gym. Somebody whispered to him that Floyd was on his way. I don't know what that's about, but I see the rumblings. People not feeling it. They feel like Floyd is doing what typical Floyd shit. They feel like it's some sellout kind of activity. I don't want to go that far, man. Like I said, everybody got different relationships, obviously, with these fighters. I don't know how much in the know Floyd is with what's been going on with T.O. I mean, I truly don't know. I ain't never heard him speak on it, but again, this just to me just shows me that he continues to have opportunities, right? So if he's smart, he'll cut the bullshit and he'll just start reaping the benefits of the position that he's in, right? Good, bad, and whether it's for the right reasons or not, take advantage in the right way. You got access to a Floyd or his gym, get some knowledge, get some game. Like, you utilize these things to your advantage instead of just using this shit as a photo op. I don't care that you know him. I don't care that you took a picture from him. Did you get any game? What did you learn? Did you have any really authentic experience with him? Or is you just trying to sell us that you cool with him? We don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, he continued to find his way in situations that could be beneficial to him if he just use them the right way. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like that's not something that he wants to do. So I don't know what kind of relationship him and Floyd could have or what they could be talking about, but it is what it is, man. Before it works with him on the gym. That's a scary T.O. Yeah, it'd be crazy, right? But knowing him, he won't stick around long enough to even get no real game. And on top of that, from what I understand, his father typically gets in the way of that because I think he likes being the guy in the driver's seat in terms of who's really going to train him. Because I've heard that he's had they had brought a trainer in one time that was really good for T.O. And I hear that his dad, you know, butted heads with the dude ended up leaving camp. Said once dude left camp, I don't know if they brought a replacement in, but I hear they had T.O. like doing like football drills or something like that, where they felt like it just wasn't you know, conducive to you know what he would actually do in a fight. You know what I mean? Where he was just wasting his time. So you just don't know which direction he truly gonna go because he's just full of surprises, man. The dude is a damn head case for real. So we'll see. We'll see if you know, all this chatter and this back and forth and you know the disrespect, if it catches up to him the right way or not. But like I said, if he finds himself on the sideline and not on no Riyadh season cards or no top rank events, then we'll know exactly why. You know what I'm saying? We'll know exactly why. Let's keep rolling, man. We're going to keep building, man. We got to talk about it, man. Tim Bradley, I don't know if he be trolling. I don't even think he was trolling, but Tim Bradley know how to make a headline, man. TB, Timothy Ninja Turtle. Tim Bradley, though, man. He had some things to say about this fight coming up June 7th, man. He been on it. He been advocating a little bit for Edwin De Los Santos, man. I'm going to keep saying that. I think Keyshawn going to do what he need to do with him. Give him saying, Money Brown, what it do, man? My guy. The average someone said, another dirty fighter from Team Canelo. Yeah, absolutely. They just keep, it just don't look good, you know, with Reynoso, with guys constantly attaching themselves to his camp and popping dirty. I don't want to put it squarely on his shoulders, right? But they men too. They got to hold themselves accountable. But it just you got to ask the question, like, what the hell going on? And why is it like that? You feel like it get to a point where like that shit just gonna stain his tarnish his legacy or his name. You get what I'm saying? His reputation is
on Bradley. What's that?
Eddie Reynoso. So I just don't know what to make of it and why them dudes keep popping hot. But it seemed like Jaime Munguia must have not been confident that he could beat Bruno Surace without a boost. He said cheetah meat tacos. Shout out to Marquis. Was good with it. Yeah, we're going to see. And I think that B sample is going to be dirty just like the A. It's the same piss. I don't see it being nothing different. I'd be surprised if anything different happens other than it being another positive test. But we'll see what his suspension will be looking like. That's what I want to see. And who he going to try to fight next, what he going to look like, if Eddie Reynoso is going to train with him still, because I'm going to be honest with you. Hypothetically speaking, I feel like if I was a trainer and I'm with somebody, I feel like you giving me your word, right? You a clean fighter. And if for any reason that you dirty, I don't see why I should train you still. So I'll be interested. It'll be interesting to see if he'll fight, if he'll still train with Reynoso from this point on. Or will it be one and done because of this? You know what I'm saying? He said, do they have anybody that never tested? They ain't looking like it, man. You know what I mean? The scenery, he said, claiming his innocence and saying he's willing to do any test. They asked of him, oh, well, shit. Shout out to the average sum. Appreciate that. I didn't catch the response, but I'm glad you said that. So the way I see it is his only response could be providing that B sample and requesting that it get analyzed within the next 10 days. That's what they said. Other than that, their judgment going to be that he had adverse findings and high levels of testosterone. And it probably looked like he was, you know, juicing or something. You know what I'm saying? Dude was good, cuz. Like 5 to 6 year fighters, yeah, pop dirty is no longer smoke. There's fire. That's what I'm saying. It's what they practice in the Reynoso gym. It's just looking that way. It's looking that way. It's definitely looking that way. You can't keep just having guys popping dirty and nobody look at you at some point like, bro, what the hell? Get what I'm saying? I was saying it. So it's like guys don't really respect him if he ain't got nothing to do with it. If he completely oblivious to it, then like somebody got to know something. You get what I'm saying? That shit just, it's not normal, bro. Not that many fighters in a row, man. Not that many fighters, bro. But let's hear what Tim Bradley had to say about this Keyshawn De Los Santos fight, y'all.
Back at it again, you already know. Anyways, hey, just got done studying. You know, we're a few weeks away from that Keshan Davis and De Los Santos fight. Damn, y'all already know I was going Keshan Davis all the way. You know what I'm saying? I even picked him by knockout, and I only picked him by knockout just because of the, you know, year or so long layoff from De Los Santos. Also seeing the pictures of him ballooning up in weight and stuff like that. It's gonna be hard to really tear down all that weight. However, man, I'm just letting y'all know right now, if the De Los Santos that comes in the ring against Shakur Stevenson, yo, if that dude comes in, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be a challenge for Keshan Davis. That's for damn sure, man. You know, that quick first step is ain't no joke, man. That boy is fast. You know, and Shakur got the fastest feet, man, and understanding of distance in the business. And he was able to get the hell out of the way. But, you know, Keyshawn is pretty damn good, too. But he's not Shakur Stevenson.
An interesting statement. I mean, look, nobody, Shakur ain't Keyshawn. Keyshawn ain't Shakur. This we know. You know what I mean? They put a lot of work in with each other, so they keep each other sharp. But at the end of the day, if the Santos show up, to me, that came in there with Shakur, that guy that wasn't taking chances, the guy that was hesitant to let his hands go, that was easy to kind of trick and tame without even really, well, not more than really a good jab, right? For the most part, and consistent movement. Like, if that guy shows up again, I think Keyshawn cooks him. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to survive standing in front of him doing that. You know what I'm saying? He fight differently, so if you just not letting your hands go and taking chances for whatever reason. And I'm just basing it on what Tim said, saying that same guy, because that's what that same guy did. You landed a career low, like 40 punches. Like that shit is going to get you cooked against Keyshawn, respectfully. So we'll see. Yeah, he is. And I understand the threat that he possessed, too. I get it, too, B-Dog, to a degree. But Tim be having fun with it, man. And I ain't mad at him. He just make for good content. Shout out to Tim Bradley. Shade with peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Good to see you again. Good build earlier, by the way.
You know, Keyshawn will step back. He has a step back game. You know, he will take a couple steps back and he will circle out. But damn, man, you know, if De Los Santos sneaks him, you know, because De Los Santos, he's sneaky, he's tricky fighter, man. Very slick, clever southpaw, has both punches, has a good jab. You know, he'll come underneath, kind of like how Usyk come underneath the guard with jabs. He'll stab you down low as well. You know, he'll bend his knees, you know what I mean? And he'll do a level change and he'll sneak attack you. But his first step is epic, bro. It is epic fast, you know. And so the first step is basically your draw. You know what I'm saying? Your draw. How quickly can you pull the trigger? How quickly can you close the distance? You know, and De Los Santos seems to be able to close distance rapidly, man. Like quick, you know. And he catches guys off guard all the time. You know, sneaky power, speed and power, very sneaky. I would advise Keshan Davis to exchange with this guy because he will get caught in between. Absolutely. You know, Keyshawn definitely has the longer arms. He's definitely, I think, the bigger fighter. He's the more active fighter as well. And I would slightly favor him in this fight. But, man, I'm telling y'all, man, if De Los Santos that showed up against Shakur Stevenson comes in the ring and he got an attitude, you know what I'm saying, and he want to win this fight, you know, Keshan Davis could be in trouble. You know, because De Los Santos, he thumping. He thumping with both hands. Straight left hand, that right hook is nasty. Keyshawn like to carry that lead hand low, too, especially on the inside. He likes to be in that shield, you know, that Mayweather shield, you know, on the inside. And I'm sure that De Los Santos and his people, they see the opportunities that they have, you know. Keyshawn's the type of guy that likes to control, too, on the inside. He's a manipulator, you know, always manipulating balance, always, you know, looking to basically snipe any type of action of his opposition. So like if Keyshawn throws a punch, let me give you an example. If he throws a punch and he ain't close the distance quick enough, He gonna step in and smother you, tie you up. He not gonna allow you to work and use those hands. You know, his hand grappling is fire. Keyshawn hand grappling is fire. I mean, that dude to grab your head, grab your neck, grab your hand, grab your arms, you know, anything to disarm you. Keyshawn is great at doing that. Keyshawn is one of those guys that he wants to work and he don't want you to work at all. You know, but De Los Santos is the type of guy that will sit on the outskirts. He'll attack quickly in spots and he hit hard enough to force you out of position, you know. And that's where I think he can get Keyshawn, man. He got to force Keyshawn out of position or force Keyshawn to tuck up into that shell like he likes to do, all right? And he needs to look for that uppercut because Keyshawn is available for that uppercut, you know. And on the flip side of that,
Tim trying to break it down. Tim out here giving out the game, huh? Tim like, man, De Los Santos, man, you got to let that uppercut go, man. You did? We gonna see though. We damn sure gonna see. Should be a damn good fight.
Santos, he eats left hooks. He like left hook. He eat left hooks for dinner. Sometimes he'll pull. Even sometimes Keyshawn will pull too. A lot of similarities, but they coming from different styles, different positions, feet positions. So one is a southpaw, one's orthodox. But they'll pull back from that hook, you know. And De Los Santos get off on angles as well. You know, he takes slight angles on the inside as well. Like, you know, he's an intelligent fighter. De Los Santos can fight, and he has experience, and he's already suffered a loss, so it's not like he's gonna be in there scared. 2 losses at that. You know, one is Shakur Stevenson, who's a brilliant boxer. Damn, after watching that Shakur fight too, man, shoot, man, Shakur, man, say what you want to say. Offensively, oh, he can get better, but damn, defensively, Lord, he only had one hand, and he fight and beat this man De Los Santos with one hand. Man, I'm talking about impressive.
Tell him, Tim.
Damn right impressive. Yeah, I know he put everybody to sleep. I get it. I get all of that. But Tim, God dang it, I was sitting there like, I'm amazed with just the brilliance of his footwork and his eyes, man. Damn. It's going to be tough to beat that dude, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be tough to beat Shakur Stevenson, man. You know, the only dude that I see, and I'll get back on the De Los Santos tip real quick, but the only dude that I see that could give him some issues is a guy like Rolly Romero, who's awkwardly, you know, got that awkward power, you know what I'm saying, who run through red lights, get hit with shots and come right back. I don't know if Shakur has the power to be able to keep that boy up off of him, you know, but it's I'm talking about the old Rolly, not this new Rolly where he's kind of posturing and taking his time and he's trying to, you know, bait you in and trying to sneak attack you, similar to what De Los Santos like to do.
Hey,
that's De Los Santos. He'll like to sneak attack you, man. And, you know, De Los Santos, let's get back to De Los Santos anyway. But, yes, I think that's the only guy that can beat Shakur or even come close to beating Shakur. Yeah, I might think I'm sounding crazy, but look, man, I'm going to tell you, man, Michael Madonna had one of the most craziest, reckless, ruthless styles out there, and he gave Floyd Mayweather
because I get the point that he's trying to make.
So that awkward power, that awkward style, that explosiveness, that first quick step, and a guy that likes to run through red lights and just go for it. Hey, man, hey, look, Rolly got it. He got what it takes, but he got to change that mindset from the counterpuncher and get more aggressive. He going to beat Shakur Stevenson, man. So that's that. Anyways, now moving back to De Los Santos. De Los Santos is tricky, man, because, you know, he shows a lot of vulnerability when you're moving forward on him. You know, when you're pushing him on his back foot, but at the same time, the boy's nice. He snipes like a cobra. God dang, and out of nowhere, like you think you got him, think boom, boom, and he come right back with a quick boom, 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 right back on you. You know what I'm saying? Very active, man. You know, his mentality is something else too. You know, little spicy. You know what I'm saying? A little spicy, can be a little sour too at the same time. A little spicy, little sour. You know what I mean? Cause sometimes I'm like, man, like, okay, I see you can back him up. I see you look so comfortable, but damn, he's constantly trying to fight out of that position. He's constantly trying to fight without being bullied. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he knows that's his weakness and he's trying to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? By just being spiteful and saying, oh, hell no, now you take my leather. Now you take my heat. Let's see if you can take my heat. But areas of vulnerability I see for Keshan Davis. Keshan Davis, you can't be getting caught lunging. You get caught lunging with that right hand. You know what I'm saying? Occasionally you lunge with that right hand, boy. I'm telling you. De Los Santos, he gonna come right back with some fire. So you better be reactive or you tuck up in that shell, be careful, because that dude also has a nasty bolo type uppercut where he'll find your head too. You know what I'm saying? He definitely will. And then De Los Santos, you better watch that left.
It's interesting, but Keyshawn, his punch placement and shot selection be spot on, bro. That's one of his best traits too. He pick his punches. He got really good eyes. He pick his punches really well, man. He really do. Stay consistent, stay behind that jab. He got that good stab to the body. Then once he start getting going, he start mixing it up to the body on both sides. And you know what I mean? Keyshawn got a hell of an uppercut. Like, that dude could go to work, man. He put his punches together very well, and he know how to trim the fat on them where they ain't super wide. He know how to throw sharp, tight punches and precise. That's placed well. So Santos got his work cut out for him too.
Hook on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that boy can pull with that left hook, and he can place that foot on the inside of your foot. You know what I'm saying? And get that left hook off to the body and also upstairs. You feel me? So, hey, Keyshawn is a motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but that boy is a bad boy, man. But look, De Los Santos, definitely world championship material for sure. You know, we don't know which De Los Santos gonna show up, but I'm just letting y'all know right now, if the De Los Santos that came against Shakur Stevenson, ooh, we gotta fight. We got to fight. It's not going to be one of those tit for tat type of fights. Don't even think like that. No. Both these guys are naturally counterpunchers. Both these guys like to have things they weigh inside the ring. So it's going to be a high chest, ooh, one of them type of fights like, ooh, just miss. You know what I'm saying? Type of fights. You know, both these guys going to be very calculated, very respectful because of the power and the IQ that they have. So think like that. No, both these guys are naturally counterpunchers. Both these guys like to have things they weigh inside the ring. So it's gonna be a high chest, one of them type of fights like, ooh, just miss. You know what I'm saying? Type of fights. You know, both these guys gonna be very calculated, very respectful because of the power and the IQ that they have. So, you know, if you're gonna be watching, all right, you got to look at it from a lens of a boxer perspective, not from a lens of, oh, this is boring. No. Look at the positioning. Look who's battling for position to get in the right position to what favors them. All right. Look at who's landing the cleaner, harder, effective punches. Look at those moments. You know what I'm saying? Look at those moments who's taking rounds off, or at least attempting to take rounds off. You know what I'm saying? Look for the strategies of both these guys. That's what you want to do. The strategies of both these guys. Just don't say, oh, it's boring because nobody is landing shots. That's the beauty. That's the beauty about boxing. Okay? Hit, don't get hit. B can stand right in front of a guy and not get hit. You feel me? And still do some damage your damn self. So, look, it's going to be one of those type of fights. All right? It's going to be one of those type of fights. And don't be surprised if it ends with one shot. It can end with one shot because that's what high chess is. High stakes, high match, the high IQ, that's what it is. It can end with one or two moves.
Yeah.
One or two moves and it's over with.
The content creator, Tim Bradley.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in, man. Hey, look, I'm a little excited about this one. I'm excited to see what De Los Santos show up. But anything here, anything close, give me a 9 out of 10 with the Shakur fight. That De Los Santos right there. Woo-wee. Hey, Keshan Davis.
He's probably off for gummy.
Hey, he could be looking up at the lights. We don't know. That chin got to get tested, and we gonna find out if De Los Santos land. Can he take it? All right, that's my time. I'm out. I'm about to go work out. About to go get my swole on. Yep, I'm heading to the gym right now, believe it or not. Yep, in the dirt pal. All right, I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.
Man, Tim, man, shout out to the Hall of Famer Tim Bradley, man. It's always interesting to hear his takes, bro, because he always got it. You know, one thing about him, he ain't gonna regurgitate nobody else's take. So even if you disagree with it, I'm not big on making it personal about having to disagree, but I just thought what he said is pretty funny, man, and it is interesting. But you know, anybody could be knocked out in a fight. You know, De Los Santos definitely got knockout power. He got speed, he got boxing ability, he got good feet too. And he do got a fast first step. He got qualities about him that I think make him dangerous and make him a guy that you got to prepare for and can't sleep on or overlook. That being said, the same thing goes for him on the other side of the coin. Him and Keyshawn, you know, I mean, he can't overlook Keyshawn at all either. He got his work cut out for him. That's a guy with Olympic experience. He got an Olympic silver medal to back it, and real pedigree, man. I think he's been growing constantly, consistently as a fighter under the tutelage of Bomac. The wins just get better and better. He continue to get impressive, man, and he look like he's surging right now at the right time, right? So, with that layoff coming into play, man, and like bro said, with the weight cut, he could find himself tired 4 or 5 rounds into the fight or slowing down. And I've seen him, in supposedly great shape and slow down in fights where he set the pace. So let alone a guy that would be looking to control the pace and go to his body early like Keyshawn. Make no mistake, I think that'd be part of the game plan early. Definitely to go to his body and see what he got going on down there in that bread basket. Because anytime you have somebody that's been out the ring for any substantial amount of time, definitely want to test their conditioning, right? And you know what I'm saying? And be physical in spots. You want to see what he made of. Push him to the limit a little bit, man. You know what I mean? And I know Keyshawn is going to be looking to do it. Like I said, that stab to the body is going to be key. Setting up behind the jab, of course. And like I said, and then working both sides of the body, man. Taking some of the air out the tire. Making them early deposits to that basement. You hear what I'm saying? To that bread basket. Slow him down. And I think, try to pick him apart. You know what I'm saying? I see De Los Santos competing as long as the fight lasts, though. But I think it's Keyshawn going to show the separation between those two at some point in the fight. Maybe after the first quarter or so, we'll start to see it pick up. And I think it'll be a good one. I really do. I think it'll be a good one. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be the plan, to try to stab his body early. Stab him to the body, that stab to the body that he like to do. I mean, and setting up behind that jab. He got good hooks, good punch placement. He got a solid-ass uppercut, too. I mean, both guys got good uppercuts, but I think Keyshawn delivered his punches better than De Los Santos. I think De Los Santos' punches got more fat on him. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot more wide at points, and he could be a bit wide and leave himself open. You know what I mean? But I've seen him fight a more disciplined fight, too, against Joseph Adorno, but that's Joseph Adorno. He wasn't offering much of any resistance, and De Los Santos was able to just have his way, kind of pick him apart round after round. But I did notice in that fight he did slow down, and he kind of coasted in the back half of the fight or so. I mean, last quarter of the fight or so, he looked like he coasted to me. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely can't afford to do that against nobody like Keyshawn for sure. I don't even think he'll be in that same position to be able to coast in that way. So, yeah, the inactivity could hurt him. It could, especially early, maybe in them early rounds. You know what I mean? But then again, he could be fresh early, right? And run out of steam. You know what I mean? Because of the inactivity, because of the weight cut, like bro said, that's a real thing. So you just never know. But he said he's going to be 100%. And he's going to be ready to go. And that's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. So he ain't got no excuse come fight night. Neither guy. You know what I mean? But I think Keyshawn going to look, he already look in great shape. I think he's going to look to get this guy out of there. I do. I think he's going to try to stop him. Go past 6 either way. You don't think so? I mean, I get it. I get why you say that because, again, the layoff with the weight, having to cut weight and, just not being active. Keyshawn is active. He been going to the body really well in these last few fights, man. You know what I mean? From the body shots, stoppages, body shot, knockdowns. Like, he been really placing his punches and being smart out there. Keyshawn, his last handful of fights really been impressive for me. You know what I'm saying? Really been impressive. So he picking it up right at the right time, and I love it, bro. Yeah, he do. He do. His kid always in shape. He chiseled up. He look ready to go, man. He look ready to go. Ready to go. Hold on. We got a Keyshawn site and oh, we did. Did I have it? Hold on. Gotta put it on here. Keyshawn he hyped up. I like those little videos he be dropping. showing some of the training footage and stuff. This dude just he full of energy, man. He fun and entertaining. Fun to watch and entertaining as hell. Dude is full of energy, man. Keyshawn be bouncing out the wows. His ass be amped. Where is this at? Where is it? Is this it? Pardon me, y'all. I'm trying to look for it. Is this it? So we make sure I think Edwin can drop Keyshawn. Keyshawn's never been knocked down. Nah, shit. Now he got the power. Anybody could be knocked down, right? But the thing is, will he knock him down? You know, for me, the question ain't if he can. I know he has the power to. He could knock him down or shit, knock him out with the right shot. Then that he just, you know, he got real punching power. But I think it's less likely to happen. You know what I mean? I don't see. I think that Keyshawn is very responsible defensively. I think he's better defensively than people give him credit for too. Like if you notice, you see his fights, he don't get hit with a lot of big shots, and he don't lose a lot of rounds. Like he get hit just like anybody else, right? But he don't get hit a lot, right? And he don't, he don't really get hit with really silly shots. Not often. You get what I'm saying? Really smart at making sure you don't. And that's another thing with him. He'll constantly let you hit him with the same shot over and over and over again, right? Dude, really be sharp. Be sharp defensively, man. He know how to smother your work, crowd you, be physical, post the frames, the pins, all that shit. Ant McQueen be talking about is real. He got a lot of layers to his game, bro. You know what I mean? He can box. He can be physical. He can fight you. You know what I mean? He can step in there and really put hands on you. And he put them joints together, too. Got a good arsenal of punches, man. Stressed out dealing with him. He looked like a little badass kid. You know what I mean? Yeah, he definitely putting in that dog work, man. Shout out to Zed Brooks, man.
Yes, I think people need to realize that in this sport, it's more than a sport. Like, we actually get paid to get knocked out. Understand what I'm saying? We actually get paid to get hurt. And the way that people go about this sport that never been in a sport like this, I feel like it's premature. Understand what I'm saying? Like, even when boxers, even like a Tank Davis, like, you gotta realize his mother and his father wasn't good when he came out, his mother. You feel what I'm saying? Like, give that man some slack. He made it from that far to where he at right now. He wasn't even supposed to make it out of Baltimore, let alone be a world champion and be famous like that. Like, you gotta cut these fighters some slack. Like, you gotta realize these fighters are regular people at the end of the day that come from real bad situations. Like, let's be real. Who wants to get paid to get punched in the face? Like, it gotta be some type of leniency when these other people that never boxed before talk about the sport of boxing and come at these fighters the way they do.
Man,
you feel what I'm saying? It's one thing understanding the fighter. Well, it's one thing understanding the person, but you gotta actually understand a fighter and then look at his background. But people just look at the person they are today and they go off that. Like, no, it's way more than that. It's a reason why Tank talk like that. It's a reason why I catch quick tempers. It's a reason why this, that, and the third. But people don't worry about that. People probably don't care about that. But like I said, it gotta be some type of a balance that these fighters get, because we are different people. We not just regular people. We're different and we need to be treated differently.
Man, shout out to Keyshawn. That was well said, young man. That's some real spill right there for your ass. That's exactly why I rock with him. And I'm telling you, that message that he said, like, the people that don't do this shit, like the way they just talk, then y'all see the way I talk about these fighters, I speak different than most people. They talk crazy. They don't do this shit, man. They'll just sit there, criticize, and you'll see the guy that the fighter is now. You'll just think that's the whole story. Now he's telling you so much more to it. It's a lot of work these guys put in, man. They come from messed up situations, man. They come from nothing. And that's why I say you just got to give people some type of breathing room, pretty much. That's all. Cut people some slack sometimes, man. We be tearing into these dudes unnecessarily, and it don't be that deep. That's all. You know what I mean? But have your criticisms. Ain't nobody soft about that. But I know what he's speaking to. He ain't speaking to that. He's like, yo, you get up here and just talk like y'all can get in there and do better. Like, you know what I'm saying? People be talking reckless to these fighters. Rodzilla, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Excuse me, y'all. Y'all hit the like button for me, man. We're going to keep building for a minute. So, yeah, man, I just like what he said right there, man. I think he's going to be ready for his fight June 7th, man. Look, De Los Santos should be the challenge that we enjoy him being. But I think, like I said, I've been saying, ultimately, overall, Keyshawn got everything he need to have every tool he need. You know, he got the temperament, he got the coach. He check all the boxes to be able to go out here, make this a successful title defense. And just move on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Not to overlook him, should be, you know, challenging in his own way. But I think he, like I say, he got everything he need to get this job done, man. You know what I mean? De Los Santos, that timeout could hurt him. You know what I mean? But I do respect the fact that he's taking back-to-back fights with two of the best fighters in boxing to me, and definitely in the division. And Keyshawn, you know, Shakur and Keyshawn, that had those guys back-to-back. Definitely just tip my hat to him 2 times, right? There's not too many people that's going to be able to say their resume, read Shakur Stevenson, then, you know, Keshan Davis next. Win, lose, or draw, right? That's impressive to me, at least to fight both of those guys in such close proximity, and essentially back-to-back. You know what I mean? And then one of them coming off the loss to the other one and the layoff, right? With some injury situation going on. So, it's a lot to like there, and that's why I think that you got to be motivated. You got to be hungry to put yourself, to be willing to fight under those circumstances. Coming off, he don't care. He put all that shit to the side. Look, I'm trying to win. I'm hungry. It's a title shot. It's an opportunity. I can make a bag here, and I could change the trajectory of my career if I just get in here and just beat this dude. You know what I mean? Which he feels as though he can do. So that's why I think, you know, it makes the fight dangerous in and of itself, because you got somebody that's hungry that don't come from shit. He going to want to win. I don't think he going to want to sit there and get his ass beat. You get what I'm saying? He going to want to win. You know what I'm saying? He going to come to do what he do. But I really like the teaching of Bomac, man. I like the chemistry that them two guys. I can't speak on that enough, man. I think that's one of the driving forces to the success, is the fact that Bomac has a young, coachable fighter. And he has his ear. And, you know, you got a Keshan Davis that's bought into whatever the system is that is Bomac, right? And the way he goes about doing things. And I think that's the best thing for him, right? Understanding what kind of value your coach bring to your situation and being willing to let him lead in the areas where he's supposed to. And you follow the lead, you know what I mean? He trained you, he put you in the best position. You know what I mean? You in tip-top shape all of the time. You get what I'm saying? You ain't doing no smoking. You on the up and up. Everything is going the right way for you. You get what I'm saying? You're doing everything the right way, so it seems. So I think, you know, anything can happen in any fight, right? But I think Keshan Davis, especially at this particular time, is going to be difficult to deal with. It's not going to be easy to beat. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. So I ain't changing that. I think he's going to show out, man. And Edwin better be careful, because Keyshawn going to be looking to make a statement. If that opportunity presents itself, he damn sure going to take it. That's a dude that definitely know how to seize the moment. And if he see blood in the water or weakness, you cooked. He going to get you. He will be there calling fighters, bro. Yeah, I hate it. I just can't do it, money. I can't do it, bro. Can't sit up here and call these dudes no bums. This shit too hard of a sport. It's too difficult, too grueling, too real to just be like, you a bum. This shit is hard to do, man. But you want to see a good fight, man. I think despite the layoff, like I said, man, anybody could be slept. Both guys got the power to knock the other guy out. I think one guy got some more pedigree, overall IQ, versatility, a better arsenal. You know what I mean? Just a more well-rounded fighter too. You know what I mean? And I think overall, through the fights, has more quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying, with him. So, but you know, De Los Santos could have got some valuable experience going 12 with Shakur. You never know. Let's see how he's able to apply that to this fight, even though their approach to fights should be different. They fight differently, but let's see if he's learned anything from that fight, because Tim Bradley seems to feel as though if he could be the guy that he was against Shakur for some strange reason, and that should be enough to be able to give, you know, Keyshawn troubles, if not beat him. So shout out to the homie BJ, man, 33. Appreciate the bill. Shout out to you, homie. Appreciate the 10-piece. in the Cash App, always supporting the grind as well, man. Much love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to BJ. Appreciate you, homie. Pound for pound, boxing talk, my dog. What it do? What's good with a Scooter Davis on that Keyshawn undercard? Also, yeah, I like Scooter too. He coming up, man. He putting that work in. Look like he got a promising future ahead of him for sure. What it do, pound for pound? How you feeling, bro? He's already saying Edwin is a cherry pick. Yeah, like you, Blaze, you know what? Like I really try to respect all boxing opinions, and you know, I try to understand where people are coming from, but like we gotta start making this shit make sense, right? Like just because somebody like think about something, right? Errol Spence will be coming off of what kind of layoff? He say ain't nobody rushing him back to shit. He be back when he ready. He tripled down on that again, right? When he come back off that long ass layoff, that's probably gonna be what 2 years or longer. You think one person in the world gonna say he being cherry picked? Think about what I'm saying, right? And I know you not saying it, but for the people, right? For them haters that's throwing that out there, 100% they won't say that. You get what I'm saying? Oh, well, Errol did nah. We ain't trying to hear accomplishments. It's layoffs, right? It's layoffs, cherry picking because it's layoff. Nah, man, it's a challenge. It's a name that was within the mix, right? At 35, people seen him hang in there with core, right? You see what he was able to do. You seen him have some solid wins, man. It's tough to call that a cherry pick. This is a homecoming fight. That shit could go bad. You playing with a hungry guy that's playing with house money. He ain't got shit to lose and everything to gain. He ain't got nothing to lose. Now he don't necessarily want to lose, but he's not the guy with the pressure on him. He not fighting at home. His belt ain't on the line. He ain't the one that's, you know, expected to win like that, right? He ain't fighting at home. Like this shit ain't his party, right? He coming to crash this shit. And he, again, I'm playing with house money. Keyshawn got everything to lose. He putting that shit on the line against a risky guy that got really good punching power that could you know, cause some problems if he catch him. You get what I'm saying? So it's a good fight. It really is. Like it's tough to call shit a cherry pick. And like I said, they won't say anybody that fights Errol Spence coming off that layoff saying they cherry picking Errol Spence. You get what I'm saying? Because it just don't sound right. And the same thing goes for him. It's just not a cherry pick. It's just you maybe didn't expect the fight, but you gotta know. Like if my thing is if it was cool for people to yell for months, you know what I mean, months on end. Still as recently as this month saying Shakur should rematch him, then why is it bad if Keyshawn gonna fight him, right? You get what I'm saying? Like if it's cool for Shakur to rematch him when you're healthy and prove this, why would it be bad that Keyshawn fighting him? I don't get it. Get what I'm saying? So, and I think people looking at it wrong. Like there's easier guys he could have fought. Like you at the bare minimum, we got to be able to look at that dude and say it's a risk involved. What would he bring to the table? Like layoffs ain't the end all be all. He's a young guy. Like it didn't have to affect him so negatively. Like he can't fight. He still got a whole training camp, right, to get right. He ain't got no short training camp. He ain't got no short notice and none of that. You heard Errol Spence say, man, if you take more than 6 to 8 weeks, you need more than that, then something wrong. That's how he feel, layoff or not. And that's what he stand on. So look, Edwin said he's gonna be 100%. I'm respecting it, what he said, and both guys said they're gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? But I can't keep doing this. Like you can tell people don't really enjoy boxing. Why look for a reason to make that a negative that he's fighting a guy that's dangerous? He is. Call it what it is. He is. You know what I'm saying? Got something you can't sleep on him. So you gotta think of there's other possibilities for him. He crossing the street and all types of shit. People don't even get it, man. Like he's shooting narratives down without even trying. Like you get me, the man. You know, he fighting a guy from across the way and all that type of shit. Like I don't see how that's a bad thing. He's showing you like when it's I got an opportunity. Look what I do. He probably like look. He fought Shakur. He hung in there. Look, I ain't Shakur. Watch what I do to him on some competitive shit. Like I love it. I love his energy, bro. Go beat his ass. I hope he smoked Santos. No shade to Santos, but I hope he kick his ass. I do. There's only 26, so the layoff may or may not be a factor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Grandy. We already like we etching it in stone. Like this is gonna be the writing on the wall. Shout out to my homie pound for pound. Nobody, Dante, nobody. Call it what it is. Nobody.
Salute, my dude. Just do. Y'all hit the
Good one,
like
bro.
for my man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm all good, man. All good.
Man, so they saying he a cherry pick now. That's
Yeah.
what's going on. Cause
Yeah.
what? Cause the layoff.
Yeah. The layoff. Yeah. Time off. The injury. He should have picked somebody else. And I'm like, yo, people just be saying anything and then name the guy he should have been fighting. And see how short that list is, and then you get to thinking like, oh, all right, then, yeah, be quiet, man. Like the list.
It's great because that's like what I said before, right? Like a lot of boxing fans. This is why I like your channel, and I appreciate you, bro, and what you're doing. Like I rock with people who got their own minds. Cause me, like I don't really go with what everybody be talking about. And I brought this up before. Like to me, if Keyshawn going in and wash Edwin, to me this is the toughest fight.
You back? You got to cut out. Back shit, just beat his ass. Win or lose, I hope Edwin and Ryan rematch. Yeah, that'd be a good rematch regardless. You back? Nope. You just pop out and pop back in. I'll drop the link again, just in case. But yeah, man, I just ain't buying this whole cherry pick business. I think that's just an effort to discredit the guy that he's fighting, or you know what I'm saying, to discredit the guy in Keyshawn, the fighter. So I just can't rock with that. It don't make a lot of sense to me. At least he fighting somebody that's at 35. You get what I'm saying? And ain't having to try to search this. He could have searched. You could have told if this was an actual cherry pick, it would have been somebody, you know, he would have chose the path of the least resistance rather than somebody that could really be a live dog, that's going to be a live dog in a fight, that know how to box, that has some boxing ability, right? Has some pedigree, right? He got some good wins on his record, but can he beat Keyshawn? That's the question, right? Can Keyshawn beat him like he's been beating everybody else? It's a good test, man. We got to, because it just simply comes down to, do you rate Edwin as a good fighter, a good challenge for people? I think I do. I think it's fair to say it's a good challenge. Keyshawn is less than 15 fights in. He making a homecoming title defense. What the hell? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how you look at that and make it a negative. Your sound still out? Probably gotta go out, come back in. Yeah, that's all. Just go out, come back in. I'm gonna lose. I want to see fighters willing to fight any, and I think Jordan, I think we missing it too. Like, you can't get everything you want. Sometimes guys are gonna be coming off layoffs. Sometimes they're gonna come off injuries. It's just part of the game. But that don't dismiss him from being a valid challenger. Is all I'm saying. I ain't gonna overstate the challenge that he is, but I ain't about to understate it either. The dude know how to fight. He dangerous. I assume with this fight, he should want to take more chances than he did the last time, and he'll have a guy that's going to oblige him more. So a lot of us feel so he don't really have a reason why he shouldn't be going for it in this fight and really letting his hands go and trying to win. So it shouldn't be no excuse for him in this fight. I mean, the layoffs just part of the game. Some people win off layoffs. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to shake off maybe some potential ring rust, but still boxing at the end of the day. You got a whole training camp to prepare for this one guy. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a death sentence, I don't think, a layoff. You get me? But, you know, it could be a factor. But like bro said, you just got to wait and see. And I'm cool with that. Right. And I think in some ways he fit that bill, Damon, being one of the best available guys up for the situation and being a homecoming where, you know, guys be having like those layup type of fights. You get what I'm saying? Where guys be having those gimmies. You can't necessarily label this a gimme per se, right? So That's all I'm saying, right? It's danger there, right? Name somebody that he should have fought, right? It will be a very short list. It'll be a short ass list of people, man. So this is not, 135 is not super deep. You know what I mean? Outside of the top tier, start getting a bit thin. So, it ain't a ton of guys. And again, some of the names that people throw out there just wouldn't be possible. Like I heard some people say he could have fought Raymond Mortai. He going the IBF route. I don't understand why people don't get that. Get what I'm saying? Loma is out of sight, out of mind right now. Get what I'm saying? Tank is fighting Roche. Shakur is fighting Zepeda. Get what I'm saying? Those fights is off the table. So start naming the people. Like who? Abdullah fighting on the card because people been saying that. Like, all right, Abdullah next up, he'd be Keyshawn right now. All right, well, he fighting on his undercard. So that's not happening. You get me? So it's just not a ton of names. And I just don't think for a homecoming fight for defense that's a bad name. I don't see how. I don't see how you can make it that. And like I said, it's kind of refreshing in a way because people kind of telling on themselves. You telling me that you think Keyshawn is a problem because now you worry for him. Now it's all cherry pick. I'm like, yeah, but just a month ago or just a week ago, it was Shakur need to rematch Santos and prove he was injured. It's like, what, man? Then y'all hear call him already? Bro, just stop it. You ain't no man. That man ain't even signed over there. What reason would he have to come out and lie for Shakur? Money was good with it, bro.
Chess was going that one, brother.
Was good with it.
Chill. Just want to touch on the De Los Santos situation. Why can't it be just a man coming back that's a real contender that believe in his skill set, right? Because they say this about every other fighter that come back, and when the other fighters jump into the ring and don't want to tune up things like that, they get praised, right? Like Errol Spence say he don't want tune ups. You got other fighters come and say they don't want tune ups. You have a fight like De Los Santos, who is a real contender, who is a real threat. I mean, take nothing away from the man.
Right.
He comes back, he believes in himself. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't just about Keyshawn agreeing to the fight. De Los Santos is agreeing to the fight as well. You know what I mean? He see another opportunity to become a world champion. He believe in himself. Why can't the man just get his praise and this just do? And then, like you say, all these cats that screaming that he's better than Shakur for us, Keyshawn, and this is no knock on Keyshawn, but all these cats that screaming he's better than Shakur, right? They should be happy. They should be the ones that saying, well, watch what Keyshawn do to him to prove my theory right. You understand what I'm saying? So if Keyshawn go out here and watch this man and y'all saying that he's better than Shakur, then this kind of helping y'all theory out for y'all name's sake. You understand what I'm saying? So when I look at the situation, bro, I salute Keyshawn for taking the fight on one hand because it is a dangerous fight, regardless of what people say. Then I salute De Los Santos for coming back and putting himself in a position because he didn't have to accept. You know what I'm saying? He could have went another route and then put himself right back in his position, but he's jumping right back in the fire, believing in themselves. So it's like, when people see these fights, but then when the fight live up to the hype, you know what I mean? If it live up to the hype, I believe it will. But I'm like you. I want Keyshawn to, to dust his ass off, like I believe he's going to do. But it's just like once the fight go out there and it's a fight, and then you see narratives change. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like people don't know what they want, bro. People just want to push narratives and try to make things, go along with whatever they pushing to try to front on somebody. You know what I mean? So the ones that say that he's cherry picking, we all know where it's coming from, and we all know they ain't got shit good to say about Keyshawn, or they ain't gonna have shit good to say about Shakur. And that's just how that go.
That shit is so crazy. I don't get it. It's like y'all really don't enjoy boxing. It be that personal. Y'all really be picking sides instead of just picking good fighters to win fights. Like that's a talented, fun dude to watch. He doesn't even explain why he confident the way he is and why he speak the way he do, why he done call certain people out. Like if you're really listening to him and he tell you like, yo, these dudes taking it personal. And I'm supposed to call guys out. I'm supposed to want to fight these dudes like that. And that's just what it is. Like, yeah, man, miss me with all the other shit. You want to fight or no? Like, you getting mad because I want to fight? And then downplaying every win. Limos wasn't shit. Baranchi was trash. He was telling me this top ranked diet. It's like, bro, what diet has your fighter been on? Whoever it is that you like with them same number of fights, go look at his resume. Telling you, I hate it, man. Stop
It's
shitting on
crazy. They
guys,
talking
man.
If they
about
would have came with a
Cherry
breakdown
Pick.
like Tim Bradley, I'll have more respect for them. You see how Tim broke that shit down, like, you know what I'm saying? If they would have came with a breakdown like Tim Bradley, or you know what, I feel like it's just because of X, Y, and Z, and they give us a full boxing analogy where I can say, you know what, that's a boxing stand. But like, you coming from a boxing standard, so I can respect that because it's all about boxing. It's not a personal shot at these dudes because you got a personal feeling or a personal vendetta for no apparent reason. These niggas don't even be talking boxing; they go elsewhere. You know what I mean? So you know they be on bullshit. But go ahead, Pat. My bad, bro.
Right. No,
Hey, what's good? Money bound, my God, money bound.
Yeah, Talib, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, Haney, high levels of testosterone, bro. You got 10 days to get to request his B sample to be tested, and I guess to try to prove his case. But I see him getting suspended.
People talking about it's a cherry pick, yo. If you look at these styles of fighters, if you know how Keyshawn fight, you've seen Edwin fight, this got the potential to be a good ass fight. Like, I don't understand how you can call that a cherry pick. And like I was saying before I got a call, to me, Keyshawn dust him off. This is the biggest threat that I've seen on Keyshawn's resume to me. But it's just crazy how people call it a cherry pick because this dude never been a champion or such and so forth or he fought. But just knowing what Edwin possessed, you know, he can get knocked. Keyshawn can get knocked out. Edwin got the power to knock him out. So it's just, I mean, everybody got their opinions about it, but it's just crazy to me how I can might be like, yo, this is a cherry pick. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, this you never know how fighters fight on the day of the fight. It's a bunch of styles that we be like, yo, this could be good. Then it turn out, you know, somebody perform how they perform. But this got the potential to be one of them ones, bro. Knowing how Keyshawn stepped and Edwin, he gonna keep getting up and get unless he get clipped out. But man, this just got the potential to be fight of the night.
Yeah. That dude gonna be hungry, man. People gotta think, hey, motivation is real, man. That man got every reason to want to win this fight. And I don't see him getting in there to just lay down. And again, it gotta be some added motivation to want to perform much better than he did the last time out. Like, he don't want that kind of performance. You think you got a guy that's gonna give you the kind of fight you want, you gotta take advantage. So I expect to see a motivated, hungry guy that is going to be at 100% trying to prove like, hey, listen, that time off, it was just what it was, some time off. I'm back at it. That's all. Probably take him a couple rounds, some ring rust. That's normal, but I think it'll take a few rounds for the fight to pick up anyway. So I think he'll be all right. As long as he's healthy, his health is good, he should be straight. But it will be interesting to see if that gas tank get tested early enough, how he fared down the stretch of the fight, though, however long it lasts. Part twice.
One thing about a professional fighter, though. My bad, Josh.
All right, good.
No, one thing about
you know me,
fighters,
man, just cooking 24/7. Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, now I was just gonna say one thing about these professional fighters, though, bro. They're professionals, bro. Like, even though we see De Los Santos outside the ring, when you look at De Los Santos, bro, you don't see that man out of shape. You don't see none of that shit. You know what I mean? So they, as time goes on, they know how to keep themselves in shape. Okay, it might be a little ring, like once you, just like a football player, basketball player, you gotta get back into basketball shape, football shape, so when you get to the ring, everything shows. But outside the ring, bro, you doing your normal routine, bro. You stand on point. You damn sure got somewhere where you punching on something. You punching on some bags in the gym somewhere. So you ain't just, just all the way out the loop. You feel me? So when people be looking at certain fighters, bro, when you're a professional, bro, and you really do this shit for a living, like somebody like a De Los Santos that we don't know if he smoke, drink, we don't know his everyday living. You know what I mean? So if I look at him, I think he's a pro soul. So I don't feel like he really gonna miss no step for his training, getting ready for the opponent. I just think, we can get it to the ring, probably a little timing and trying to get that rhythm back. But that shit takes three or four rounds, and then you right back. You know what I'm saying? To where you need to be. So a lot of these cats just be running their mouth, bro.
Right. Yeah, I just appreciate a good fight when you got one, man. It's just we try to find so many reasons to tear it apart, but it just come down to, is that a good fighter on the other side? I think it is, man. It's just you're gonna have to prove it because you accepted a real challenge, and I respect that. We want guys to be with all the smoke, right? Why we can't look at it the other way? Edwin with all the smoke. He said that bread, right? Hell yeah, I want that. Hey, and I'm not
upset alert.
What's good with it, bro?
I say upset alert, man.
Upset alert. It's always a possibility. Look, he a live dog. He really is.
Hey, listen. This guy Edwin gonna come out in the first round, within the first 5 seconds, and he's gonna be the first one to initiate contact.
He could. He might be. He might want to be. So. He might.
Watch all his fights in the first round, man. Then come back and tell me you don't think so.
And yeah, you're right, because Keyshawn gonna take his time. You know, he gonna fill him out a little. Yeah, you're right. And they gonna be there for each other.
I said the first 5 seconds of the fight.
Think you gonna go for it?
He said the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, man, that's what he did with Shakur. The first 5 seconds of the Shakur fight, he swung a wild bolo hook. Then he tried to stay. He stabbed to the body and connected that.
He might try that chin early. You know, but it's just gonna make the fight fun. I like Edwin, man. I believe he's gonna try to really make this a different fight from the last.
Hey, watch the court when he was on your.
He cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Why he tried to recruit Edwin De Los Santos after beating him with one hand? He was on your show.
He said, "Why he tried to do what?"
He tried to recruit him. Remember, he wanted him in his camp.
He said, yeah, if he had him on his team, he'd be a hell of a fighter.
Yeah, he said he'll beat a lot of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, because I think he shared the ring with him. I think he see that he got some real skill that he respect. That's all. He just gained his respect. That's what that told me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't see it being too much. He wasn't really. He got some fighters. You know what I mean? He got some people he worked with. You know what I mean? Like,
Triple G try to get Gary Rosado.
Stable of fighters over there, man. I like what they doing.
You say Shakur trying to pull a Triple G, bro. When Triple G fought Gabe, come to my gym. Come.
Hold on.
That's stupid, yo.
And it's definitely got the potential to be one of them upset alert fights, man. And this dude pack a threat. Like, I don't know how you could look at Edwin and think of a cherry at all.
Yeah, I can't see him being a cherry pick, man. It's a good fight, man. A lot of times you could tell when people just looking to complain because they don't even be having a suggestion of what it could have been, like anything else, just any other possibility. But it was, wow, he shouldn't have fought him. He'd be like, who he should have fought then? He could have fought anybody. And then no, he couldn't have fought anybody. It's just like, who should he have fought? That's a homecoming fight. Them homecoming fights don't be layups. You know what I'm saying? Them things go wrong a lot. We see it. We were just talking about it the other day, how Jared Harrod lost to J-Rock, then J-Rock turned around and lost. Both of them had homecoming fights, and them just did not work out. Montana Love had one with, who was that? Was that Steve Spark that he had the hometown fight with? One of them had a hometown fight, look bad. Like, that shit just not a gimme all the time. So when you got a guy that is a bit of a wild card that you can't overlook with some boxing skill and some real power, you gotta respect him as such. You know what I mean? He just gotta prove his worth.
Jaime Munguia, Bruno Surace, that was a homecoming fight. Knocked out in Mexico by a guy. He got knocked out at home by a guy that only had 4 knockouts on his record.
Right.
And had 30 fights. So yeah, anything could happen, man.
Yeah, I got Edwin for the upset.
It can happen, man. It can happen.
Oh, he said he picking Edwin for the upset. What you think Edwin could do that will really give Keyshawn the prime that you picking him for that
Not
upset?
A damn thing. I think Keyshawn taking him for granted.
Oh, you think Keyshawn's sleeping on him?
Yeah.
I don't know, Part Twice, the type of shape that Keyshawn is in. He look like he been working hard, so I don't know.
It just looked like that. I don't know about the fighting part, though.
No, he cut like
Schofield daddy say, his son abs. That's why his son ain't gonna get dropped by body shots.
I ain't doing you like nothing, man. One thing about me, I don't got nothing to do with nobody's personals. Like, we just talk boxing. I don't be looking at people's profiles to see, like, that ain't for me. We just talking boxing, bro. Doing you dirty would be giving somebody the stage to shit on you. Like, that's doing you dirty. I ain't got nothing to do with what somebody personally changed.
Yeah, we just be cooking 24/7. That's it.
I got to be very careful. I know I'm a laid back dude, but that shit don't concern me, man. We talk real boxing over here. We ain't talking about profile pictures and Nah. We're gonna cook for a few more minutes though, man. But y'all, hold on, I got something for y'all. Let's keep building though. I seen something from Pete Dobson. Pete Dobson gave his thoughts on Brian Norman as a fighter, man. He had some interesting statements for Brian.
All right, so first off, I'm gonna start this by saying Brian Norman, the father, had my name in his mouth first. So I'm not clout chasing. I saw an interview. His father mentioned my name, saying he was trying to play Conor Ben, saying that Conor Ben struggled with me. But in the course of trying to play Conor Ben, he tried to play me. So that's the reason I even brought up his son's name. And me and his son was supposed to fight. And his son got a belt. And we fighters, and that's what we do, we fight. So I'm not even coming on here joking, playing around. This is serious. No, this is straight facts. I'm gonna speak straight facts, not trying to be funny. Who has Brian Norman fought except for Santillan, Giovanni Santillan, who also, just like Brian Norman, is a top-ranked hype job, which top rank is known for doing that, hyping up fighters because they know how to promote their fighters. They make them look better than they actually are. I could go on a tangent of fighters that they've done that with. So basically, Brian Norman won a championship belt without even fighting for a championship. He won a belt for beating a guy who wasn't a champion. Second of all, he says he's into beating good fighters. Bro, your last 4 opponents, 2, 3, 4. Your last 5 opponents, 3 of them had losses. Your next opponent has a loss. The opponent before your fight coming up has a loss. You fought Giovanni Santillan, undefeated, which he never fought nobody. He's a top-ranked hype job as well. The fight before that, you fought Janelson Figueroa, who got 2 losses. He dropped you, was beating you the whole fight, and you had a controversial stoppage. So what are you really saying? I got 2 losses. I fought against Conor Ben, 5 weeks notice. I didn't fight for 2 years. I fought against Jaleel Hackett, an exciting fight. Not throwing any shade, but from what I'm told, that fight had more views than the main event. We was the co-main event. So I obviously sell fights. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who Brian Norman Jr. is. If you didn't have a belt, your name wouldn't even come out my mouth. Pause. You're still on the come up. How you a world champion still on the come up? Come on, bro, let's speak facts. Your pops, I never heard a fighter make excuses. Vitargo, da-da-da-da-da. You don't make excuses. I don't even know what Vertigo, whatever the fuck he keeps saying he got. I don't know what that is, bro, but you sound like a sucker. We don't make excuses for our losses. You took an L, I took an L. You say, oh, I didn't have enough time to prepare this and that. Who told you to box if you got Vitargo? You should have spoke to the doctors. The doctor should have told you, I don't think this is a good idea for you. You keep getting knocked out. You need to find a different job. You're not meant to get knocked out. Bro. Come on, bro. Let's talk facts. Clout chasing, bro. Nobody knows who you are, and you a world champion. That's terrible. If I was world champion, I'll be chilling with the president. You heard?
Yeah, shout out to Brian Norman, man. Listen. I like this fighter talk, man. He's just talking this talk, but you see, he pulled up that resume. That resume don't look bad, like in terms of how many wins and losses guys got. He wasn't fighting dudes with upside down records and shit like that. For some solid guys. He had some rough performances, but it's all about fixing shit. And if you just look at his last couple, he corrected some things, man. He riding some good momentum right now. I think he's gonna do well in Japan. And look, Pete Dobson's a tough guy. That'd be a good fight for him. Brian Norman is still on the come up. It's not. I don't think it's a bad thing that he's a champion on the come up. I think it's because he's young and he wasn't even expected to be here. People was picking him to lose. Remember, he was supposed to lose to Santian. He was supposed to lose that fight, right? So he here. You know what I mean? He kicked down the door, and think he's a developing champion. I don't think that's a bad thing, right? It's a good position to be in. You know what I'm saying? And especially with him being allowed to learn through some of those mistakes, and he have to take a loss to do so yet. So he's still cooking, man. I like what Brian Norman is doing, but I understand Pete Dobson as a fighter. He making his case like, look, man, you ain't. Basically, I guess he's saying you ain't fighting somebody, competition that's so higher than what I am that me and you can't fight. I get it, but it wouldn't. It's a good fight, but shit. Man, when you got a boost fight potentially on the horizon, man, shit. I ain't think about fighting Pete Dobson either. You know what I'm saying? If you could get that fight for real, so we'll see. But I like Pete Dobson. He a tough guy, man. Scrappy. He'll fight. He definitely give you rounds, and he gonna fight back. So he gave Conor Ben some good rounds. He hung in there, but he lost.
I look at it like this, Jeff. I say when they looking at Brian Norman, right? When you used to been in the same realm as niggas, like we all right here right now, all five brothers, just say we all on the same grind and shit like that. We cool. Next thing you know, just your ass end up on ESPN, goddamn me. You know what I mean? You go through a door, and ultimately it just happened out the blue. You get your opportunity, you on ESPN now. We still on them, you know what I'm saying? We talking. You gonna have some happy for you, gonna have other niggas saying, man, listen, man, that nigga just ain't better than me, bro. How the fuck he on ESPN and we still on YouTube? You feel me? So I think it's sometimes being that round where niggas see niggas in certain positions, you want a piece of that. Like, I sparred this nigga, maybe I had good rounds against him. He ain't that much better than me, you know what I'm saying? And niggas start feeling some type of way about that shit. Like, I ain't saying you shouldn't want to fight somebody that's in a position, but sometimes there could be a little jealousy going on when niggas see Brian Norman in a hell of a position. Like, this nigga was just here with us. Now this nigga a world champion. He doing this, he doing that, because Brian, he earned, like, no matter what nobody said about Brian Norman, bro, he earned what the fuck he got the hard way. Like you say, bro, when they put him in that ring against homie, he want there to win. He was there to be made, like, give a good little scrap and watch my man make a statement of this dude. And he went out there and watched him and did what they thought he couldn't do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now he put himself in position. Like you say, bro, they talking about me with the boots, and I'm going over I'm flying to Japan fighting as a world champion. Like, I'm on whether they like it or not, I'm on a different level now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a world champion. I'm not just a contender. I'm not just that nigga sporing motherfuckers no more, bro. I'm a real world champion, bro.
Hey, yo,
and they gotta respect it.
Hey, yo, I ain't hating on nobody who always be putting in that work though. But what's up with this guy in Japan, man? Everybody, talking like Brian Norman Jr.
You cut out.
Yeah.
You said, what's up with who? Sensaki?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah, he fighting a good fighter. I think the challenge is the combination of, Sensaki being a solid fighter and him just making that, that travel over there to Japan, right? Being a traveling champion. I think that could be a challenge in and of itself. I spoke to his dad. I didn't want him to say nothing he didn't want to say, but he said he did have some concerns, but he didn't want to really put them out there. But I could just imagine. But
what about the hand wraps?
Yeah, that's probably one of them. Probably one of them. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope, long as he get a fair shake, I'm cool. I think he'll do what he need to do, man. And it helps build his profile. Like, again, people are so short-sighted because they want to see what they want to see right now. And I get it. I be wanting to see the same shit too, but that don't mean I can't see other opportunities working out for him. Like, he traveled over there. That's a totally different demographic, fan base, everything he fighting in front of, right? And he go over there and win, definitely collect some more fans, man. I think that's good for him. For a young guy, go over there and get that smoke in, especially you defend the title successfully and bring it back. You're going to win some people over, man. I'm telling you. And I think that's dope. Come back and do what you supposed to do. Try to get you a unification fight, man. That Boots fight, I swear it need to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pushing for him to win. I'm rocking with him, not just because of that. I think he can beat this guy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just all about preparing and being ready. That's all. And he showed you, man. He prepared. He do work. He do business. So.
Well, he better be safe. He better stay focused on the grind 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because them guys wrap their hands funny over there in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you can do it the same way, but Jin Sasaki, he's a sturdy guy. If I'm not mistaken, the only loss he got is to Andy Hiroka. So he's a pretty good fighter, man. He's solid. And I agree with you, just as far as raising that profile. Right? Yep. So, you know what I mean? You lose a guy that's in that position, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. But I agree with you as far as raising the profile. Like, we always talk about Tyson and Buster Douglas in the Tokyo Dome, but that was preceded by Tyson versus Tubbs. They had fought in the Tokyo Dome in like 88 or something like that.
Yeah.
So you spot on with that, man. Build your profile up. Get some fans out there.
And I just said, McQueen, and it's like when you're young as well, bro. So it's like people be looking at fights. I look at it this way, bro. You can only control what you can.
Remember Charles Barkley in the 90s? He had that campaign where it was like Charles Barkley playing basketball versus Godzilla.
Man, I had the Charles Barkley game back then.
Japan, so
is the Brian Norman Jr. fight the fight for Boots to get the clarity in the sport of boxing?
No, bro, no. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Boots already got. I know what Kes be saying, bro, but Boots already got his clarity. You know what I'm saying? Boots is Boots. Boots is the #1 cat at 147, right? He already got his clarity. People go like when people try to say things like that. Oh well, Boots need to fight somebody. Like no, bro. We see it in him, bro. We see what he got. Of course, he didn't get the Earl or the Bud, right? Because those the fights that he wanted. But when you see the Earl and the Bud, the Keith Thurman and shit like that, you see that state generation. They kind of getting pushed out. Now it's the Boots, the Stanionis, the Virgil Ortiz, but Virgil went to 54. Virgil was the fight for real, but it just went to 54. Then people want to act like, because Boots didn't, I'm gonna keep it true, just my opinion. Everybody can probably want to feel. Boots at 47, Virgil at 54. But once you in your own lane, like Boots wasn't never thinking of going to 54, right? Virgil definitely ain't coming back to 47. So when they start trying to make that fight happen, I knew it was gonna be conflict of interest right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? But the when you're looking at Jaron Boots Ennis, bro, you looking at the #1 cat at 147. You know what I'm saying? So I got my division, they up there. I will be there. I ain't going nowhere. So when I look at Boots, I think Boots is in a position because I think he want to be undisputed at 47. And he could be undisputed at 47. But if it don't happen next, like, because niggas get, oh man, the fight ain't happening next. They start, oh, this nigga a bum or he a bum. Hell no. Nah. Boots just had a Stanionis fight. That shit was amazing, bro. Fucking amazing. So let Brian Norman go do his thing. Let's see what he do over there. And if the fight don't happen after that, then Boots can go do what he got to do. Brian Norman get another fight. Because I still think that fight go transpire, bro. But I think when it happen, I think it's going to happen at the perfect time. Because right now, I fuck with B Norm heavy. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him heavy. But if he get a couple more fights under his belt and get another big name, it's only going to be better for him. And Boots is only going to get better because that's all he do is work his ass. You know what I'm saying? He the favorite over everybody. You feel me? Boots is the favorite over everybody, regardless of how any people look at it. So Brian Norman sharpening up his skills, you know what I'm saying, growing a little bit to make the fight that much more better. I ain't got no problem with that at all. So when B Norm going over to Japan, you know, he's just like you said, raising the profile, but it's still putting more like confidence in him. So he go over there and whoop ass over there in a hostile crowd where you like, damn, nigga, I'm in Japan. You know what I'm saying? I just whooped this nigga ass in front of how many people over there? They just give you just that much more confidence and experience under your belt. You know what I'm saying? To get yourself to where you need to be. So let these fighters enjoy they reign and let them enjoy their journey to get to where they got to get to. Because fans, they like they say, just hot and ready ass fans. Oh man, he just won a title. He just won a title. Let's make it happen. And if it don't
you
happen,
a motivational speech representative. You hear me?
Yeah, that's what I do, my G. I'm one of the baddest. You hear me? But
yes, sir.
they need to just cut the bullshit out though, and let's see what happens when these dudes meet up, bro. But first thing first, they gotta take care of business.
Right. 48 months. 48.
Nothing impossible for a real one, though.
I got you, CJ. Yo, feel free, bro. My DM is open, Brody. Hit me when you're ready. It's all good. Shout out to everybody that purchased this shirt, too, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Got a nice green color, too, man. I might have to buy one my damn self.
Monty, you spot on, man. Especially considering that just Saki ain't no bum either. It ain't like he just going out there to Japan to fight some scrub. Like, Saki is a legitimate dude, man. This dude's been ranked top 10 for as long as I can remember. So he ain't going over there to fight no slouch. It's not no game fight. We got to be on point, man.
Right. Hostile territory, man.
Hey, can I ask this about this? Just do. What do you think about? Do you notice like Brian Norman Jr. don't really be taking his head off that center line when he throw them power shots?
Sometimes, yeah. It's something he definitely need to work on. You're right. 100%.
He could do that against Boots.
It wouldn't be wise. Wouldn't be wise if to your point, bro. To add to it, I mean, you've seen it in as recent as his last fight a little bit, right? Got caught a little bit early, but what I liked was we had a chance to see that and then see him make the adjustment from the next round. You seen him keeping that hand up. I was like, yeah, I like that. So you could see him still, like growing right in front of you. You could see it, but he just got to keep working. He one of those dudes. I think the more experience he get, the better he'll get. Right, just over time he'll gradually get better because he grind and he work hard. You know what I'm saying? I think he just got a solid base, right? You know what I mean? Him and his pops, they doing their thing. I like it. But you're right, not against Boots. You don't want to give Boots free shots at your chin. That's just not intelligent. It's not. You want to make him earn it as much as possible because that dude, he ain't for play. He want to make sure he hurt you. That's clear. Boots fight like a dude that want to hurt you. So anybody that don't got to fill out round is on some other shit. He'll get in there and start putting hands on you immediately, bro. Bro, don't waste no time. So, that's things you want to fix against Boots.
That championship mentality.
Yeah, he one of them dudes that laugh while he whoop your ass. You know, when you get one of them dudes, when you whoop somebody ass and he laughing, you going through all that pain, and he know you hurt. You know what I mean?
Like Jack Johnson.
Like Jack Johnson. Whoop your ass and laugh while you whooping your ass, bro. But it just comes down to this, man. Real boxing fans, they go appreciate the sport. But what I love, bro, like what I really appreciate, bro, is like watching the motherfucker that come from where we come from. I'm talking about come from nothing. Sat right here with us, bro. Like I interviewed Brian Norman, the father just interviewed Brian Norman, the father, and to see the humbleness of them dudes, to see that they just real niggas, bro. And to make it there and to get that opportunity, bro, when motherfuckers count you out, bro, and now you on that big stage, man. I tell people once you look at this boxing game, it can change your life, bro. I'm in a realm of this now. When you get as much money as you can, like this, me, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, bro. Like I'm gonna keep it 100. Just me, Monty Brown. Yes, I love the accolades. I love for you to build your accolades. I love for you to leave a legacy behind. But get your money over legacy nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I only say that. That's why I say it, bro, because now you're not even appreciated. Like people don't appreciate it for what it is nowadays. So I'm not saying don't go chase the don't go fight for the best things of that nature. But in this era of boxing right now, bro, you can change your family life for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because opportunities that come along, bro, and I don't want to sound like no weak or nothing like that, bro. But if you can get to a position, bro, where you can change your family life, bro, take that money, bro, and then go after the accolades and things that nature. Because nowadays, bro, like I'm just keeping it real. Boxing is underappreciated, bro, by the fans, and the fans don't even know it nowadays, bro. They think they really, we know, because once you see people become a world champion, bro, they will dog you the fuck out. They will call you an email champion. They will say you didn't fight nobody for the belt, or you not relevant, or you don't deserve to fight this champion. Like, when does a champion don't deserve to fight another champion, bro? Like, I never seen that shit on no planet, not on fake wrestling, not on real wrestling, not on UFC, not nowhere where you have one champion and another champion say, oh, he don't deserve to fight the champion, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, it's starting to get weird, bro. So Get your money, and that don't mean duck nobody. I'm saying like Brian Norman, he's going over to Japan. They tell him don't go fight the cat in Japan. Don't go get no money. Don't go feed your family. No, just stay over here and wait, and just wait. Don't take no fight until the opportunity comes. You can get the fight that we want you to fight. Like
Now,
it's
money,
weird
I'm
as
with
fuck,
you on
bro.
that money, but
Yeah,
you know what I'm
They
saying?
totally
When you
would
got
agree on me.
but when you got an opportunity to have a legacy fight, man, your family gonna live forever with legacy. That money gonna run out if you die and you got an irresponsible child. So I say get your legacy. It's always gonna be legacy over currency for me. That's what I do. I am legacy over currency. You
I feel you on
understand
that.
me?
I feel you. I'm not saying don't take the legacy fight. I'm just saying when it comes to, like for instance, right? Let's just say he going over to Japan and get his money, right? And they'll tell you, nope, don't go over there. Wait, sit on the sideline, wait for him to get done with his fight, and then you go and wait, and then you go get a fight. Like hell no, buddy, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not like I respect him. Yes, he's the top shotter, but if he's going to go get a fight, bro, and you say you go fight, I'm not gonna sit and wait for no man, like at all, bro.
Hey,
So
I don't
if I,
like to get in
yeah.
these guys' pocket, but how much he getting for this fight in Japan? 'Cause he passed up 1.7 million.
But you know what? I just think they was negotiating, bro. I really do. It's one of those things where as long as they keep winning, bro, that doesn't come back to haunt them, right? They just and that's the unfortunate, right, or unspoken pressure that's there, right? You didn't take that fight, right? You could have taken it. And just looking at how everything like materialized, I see some holes in that other side, and I see why they was going for what they was going for. Because I seen Eddie Hearn make concessions. I seen him have to pay for the fight not to be in Germany, for it to be in Philly when they lost the purse bid. I seen him do it. We heard what Boots said. He took money out of his own pocket, and I know. I talked to YSM and he said, when those offers was being made, that's essentially money coming out of Boo's pocket too. But, it just hit different when you hear him say it directly, right? Like out their mouth. I'm the reason this fight happened, right? I took less money, to make. And it's like, that's what Norman and them is doing. And I think they just leveraging the belt, if I'm not being wrong, right? I think they like, yo, we're a little younger than you. We could kind of play the long game. So it's one of them things where you might not respect it, but I can certainly understand it. We younger than you. You've been talking about how bad you want undisputed. Eddie Hearn say he got the best fighter in the world. We just want to get paid to fight the best fighter in the world. And you want this belt. You know what I mean? We want the fight too, but we also want this price point. If we can't get it, there's other opportunities for us, and we can play the bit of the long game because we're a little younger than you. We're gonna bet on ourselves that way. We're gonna win these fights.
I can go for that if Brian Norman Sr. wasn't talking like Boots was trash. I can go for that.
Yeah, I get it, and I think that just be talk, bro. Because when I talked to my pair, he gave Boots his credit. You get me? You know what I'm saying? I understand it. Sometimes it depends on the climate and who you talking to, right? A lot of people.
When we believe him, when he on your show or when he on everybody else.
Listen, I just think it's one of those mood things, right? Like he be on the defensive a lot, is what I'm saying. I noticed.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when he speak, it be coming from that. Up here, I'm very like neutral, where I'm gonna give credit on both sides, and it kind of puts you in a situation where it makes sense for you to do it too. Because if that is that or is that not the biggest fight to make, and he said it is. They did, bring the beat to the welterweight division, and Boo's been doing his thing, But I get it. Sometimes it's like fighter talk. But he say he believe what he believe. Like he don't believe the power is what people think it is, and different things like that. He's been saying that stuff. But I think ultimately, like, if there's no way you're in boxing and you don't see the talent that Boots Ennis is, right? I think he just likes to speak to the flaws sometimes too, because I hear him, I listen to him a lot in a lot of different interviews. He'd be like, y'all keep saying boogeyman. I'm telling y'all, this is this, and this is, what I'm saying? It ain't like that. So it just it's good banter, man. It make for a good fight, bro. But I know real always recognize real. And them two dogs, that's what I said to him directly. So
yeah. I think when they start trying to call him and his son a duck, that's when he started getting pissed off. Like when you really pay attention to him, because on my, like just said, and I get what you're saying too, homie, because you gotta stand on what you say. But like you say, when I interviewed him, he gave Boots his just due, and when I interviewed him, they was trying to get 1.7. I don't think he turned down 1.7. He was trying to get to 1.7 so they can walk away with $1 million. He was like, at least let my son walk away with $1 million. Like, I'll fight you, but at least like when after Uncle Sam, we pay this off, you know what I'm saying, do this, let us at least walk away with a meal ticket. Like, that's what he was trying to do. But he can't, like, you got to be out your mind to think Boots ain't a bad motherfucker. But I think like when you start talking to Big Brian, like, he gonna stand up for his son. I think if he on a panel and motherfuckers start bringing up that duck talk, that's where he start, getting it like, hold on, we ain't scared of no goddamn body. Like, it's this and that to where, like Jess said, you got to go on the defense and protect your boy. But yeah, to say Boots ain't a bad motherfucker, that is a little cap. So I don't think you really believe that, but I just think it's time where you gotta stand up and go against like just say the motherfucker who, yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's just like I understand it, I mean, I get it, but shit, we need to be in support of both of them instead of trying to pick a side. We want them to understand. We just want to see y'all fight. We want y'all to get whatever money y'all looking for. That's how I am, man. It's enough money in boxing to go around, and them two dogs should get paid and let their asses off the leash, and we gonna get us a damn good welterweight scrap. I believe, I really do.
So he hoping Turkey get involved. That's what he hoping. He trying to get Turkey on the scene, make it seem like he need Turkey to get the fight, to get the bag, man. You could have had 1.7 million, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's always that conversation, right? Like you could have just taken the money, but I get it. I still feel like I understand. I get it. I mean, and just
but check this out though.
I'm saying, and that shit'll all be, it'll look like the right move in the long run. Because I think that's what that is. If you don't fight Boots directly and you go any other direction,
but what if Boots don't want to fight him? Is he a duck if Boots don't want to fight him?
No, it depends on the opportunities, right? Like you said,
so he might go to 50.
Just because the opportunity that is yet to be seen. Like right now, we're gonna go with what we got. So if he going to fight in Japan, right? Let's he go get past. Let him go handle that business. If he get past that, right, then we'll see what next. Boots became unified now. He say he want to be undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So let's just see if that's still his goal of being undisputed. You feel me? So he go do that situation. Boots might still have another situation going on, and then it might come. The fight might come back around, and guess what? The fight might be a little bigger. Instead of him getting 1.7, he get 2.3. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know, but you just gotta see how things play out. But I won't be pissed off if Boots say I'm going to 54 neither, because like we know he a big dude and he ain't gonna stick around forever neither. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that part too.
Right, man.
Closer to 30 than he is to 20.
Yep.
And he campaigned at 47 for how long now? But he got 33 fights under his belt. It's about time. Personally, I wouldn't be tripping on him if he moved up. You know what I'm saying? Go up. You gotta do whatever's best for you.
Shout out to DJ. I'm gonna check it out, bro. I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Drain himself to mess around, have a horrible performance, and
Keyshawn
look terrible in the process.
Boots might have like 3 fights.
I feel you on that position, bro. Like if you like, for instance, if you in a position where it's like, hey man, look, I try to give you the opportunity, you didn't want to take it, bro. I'm out this count. Like I ain't gonna be pissed off at nobody because you did. Like, I look at it like this, bro. If you become unified in the division, and if you win the title, then you gonna beat another champion. If you want to go up, can't nobody say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that it is what it is. You feel me? So especially like you say, if I feel like that last fight, I pushed myself to the limit to make weight for this fight. It's time to go to 5-4. Hey, I ain't got no problem with it, bro. It's chess, not checkers. Don't put yourself in a position to try to please nobody where you go be at a disadvantage, or can't nobody say nothing about that at all.
Man, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I almost choked. This food my girl cooking, man, it's so good. Y'all go ahead. I'm finna eat, man. My bad.
Nah, shout out to my guy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, BJ, man, and shout out to everybody coming up to rock out, man. One more thing I did want to bring up, man, because two things, man. One, we know this Crawford and Canelo fight coming up, right? And shout out to the Spit Bucket podcast, man. He was talking to David Benavidez, and they was having this little conversation, right, about Bud Crawford in the fight. And look, everybody got their opinion. I ain't beefing with nobody opinion, but let's listen to it. It's a short clip, but I just think they got Bud messed up.
50-50 or Crawford could win this. Crawford barely, there was a good fight with him and Majramov, but he barely, skated in that fight and couldn't hurt Majramov. So what makes people think that Crawford is going to go up to 168 and beat Canelo? I just don't get it.
And what people don't understand too, Crawford, how old is he now? He's been to a lot of wars. So his body too. It's a little bit, so you think he's going to stay there and trade? Something that he never did in his life?
A lot of wars.
I mean, what do you...
And talk about this, Coach. Crawford is always trained, right? Yeah. To come down and wait.
Fernando, agarra un poquito, ¿no? Agarra un poquito de...
Real quick, Crawford is always trained to come down and wait. Now he's training to put on weight, the extra muscle and everything. Coach, I'm trying to explain to people, but they don't want to listen to me. Can you tell people about the extra muscle? Is he going to be quicker on his feet? His punches?
And that's what it is. He's just trying to put weight and cash out and just get that fight with Canelo. He's just trying to make weight in order so he doesn't look that small. But this is what's going to happen. He's going to survive. He's going to move around. And he's not going to try to get hit. For what? He's just going to try to get his check. And maybe that could be his last fight. That's what I think, But there's no way he's going to go toe-to-toe with Canelo.
And look, man, respect to Jose Benavidez saying shout out to the guy from the Spit Bucket podcast. Listen, I hear y'all. I hear the concerns loud and clear, but they making everything about weight. They ain't talking about skill. And I feel like skills do pay the bills. Canelo, people got to keep in mind, he's not a natural 68-pounder. He's not like a David Benavidez that's big as hell and could arguably be a cruiserweight and shit like that. He worked his way up there. He started at a much lighter weight too. So you got that. And then on top of that, to say Crawford is just going to fight for 12 rounds and survive, when the hell have we ever seen him do that? Like, when has Crawford ever done that? When has he ever just showed up for the check? I just think that's like, how we selling him short like that? Same way your son come to win, Crawford come to win too. They don't fight the same way, but he come to win. I never seen him fight a fight just to survive or just to get paid. I ain't never seen that from Crawford. So I think people got him a little effed up, man. And Canelo better not be lazy how he was against William Skull. I'll tell you that. He's going to be in for a hell of a night. I truly believe that. So, look, he got the ups in the fight. It's cool. It's all good. Uphill battle for Crawford. But I'm just standing on that. I ain't never seen him come in no fight just to survive and get paid, bro. Move for 12 rounds and just say,
Don't eat your corn.
It's personal with Correa and Crawford, just me and Correa worked with each other for a minute, bro. He was with Earl, then he changed on Earl, then he went to Crawford side, and then that didn't work out for him. Then he started back against Crawford. So he one of them dudes that got a disdain for Crawford. You feel what I'm saying? So when you get to this certain level and things like this, get to this situation like this, it's always gonna be there. Now, I'm with Canelo all the way. Right, that's 120%. But like you say, I gotta agree with you. Terrence Crawford is not just coming through. Like Terrence Crawford is competitive, bro. He's very, very competitive. You know what I mean? And not only that, bro, to have Bomac, Sayu, and Red in this corner, like those are three fucking great trainers at what they do. They're great at what they do. So they want to study Canelo ass from the top to the bottom. Like I tell people, oh man, you gotta do it. It's a blueprint to beat Canelo. He's been beat twice. Some people say 3 times, some people say 4 times. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say twice. That's what's on his record. So when you look at somebody like a Terrence Crawford, do we have a shot? It's boxing, bro. Everybody has a shot in boxing. Period. You know what I mean? And they know that. That's the cardinal rule, fam. Everybody has a shot in boxing. You can hit them up with a punch that they don't see, and they can go night-night. We've seen plenty of upsets in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched to say Crawford can go in there and do X, Y, and Z. But like you say, to make it as if Crawford is just some lazy coming up in weight to do, because you don't have to come in at 168. You don't have to put on all that muscle mass to come in to be at 168, you know what I'm saying, to compete. Mm-hmm. And I agree with what you're saying as well. Like, Canelo ain't the biggest. He's more acclimated at the weight. Salute to that part, right? But he ain't the biggest 168-pounder. You feel me? So when we're looking at the situation, bro, it's gonna be a competitive fight. It's gonna be a competitive fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't see a knockout on either side. I think Crawford is smart enough to not get caught and get knocked out, and we know. And I don't think Crawford going there looking for a knockout. I don't think he's going in there to win by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Whether it's that catch you by knockout, beat you on points. You know what I'm saying, he's going there to win. So he's not. He like they going off of what other people. People saying that man not going there looking for a knockout. That man going in there to do what he got to do to try to come away with a W. And same with Canelo. So I'm with you, bro. I ain't just gonna call. I'm just not counting Crawford out this fight. You know. Even though I laugh and talk, I was just texting Bomac the other day where you gonna ask me and shit. Okay, Errol Spence, Canelo, you ride with us on this one? If not, no. And I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm not riding, nigga. But it's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? As long as it takes place. As long as it takes place.
Right. No, I'm just glad that it's happening, man. He deserved a fight. And like I said, I'm only speaking to what his track record showed me, man. He ain't never, like you said, bro, you hit it right on the head. He far too competitive to just go out there and give it up like that, bro. Yeah, people want to get paid, but since when has that never been the case? That's always been the case. People got to stop being fooled. How many times you're going to bump your head? These dudes ain't fighting if they ain't getting paid, bro, but he want to win, and that's why I ain't tripping about the fight. If it's anybody that got to be at a handicap, right? Uphill battle. It could be a competitive guy. That mother used to try to pay people around the neighborhood to beat his ass. Yeah, I'm betting on that little greasy face badass kid with the afro and no shape up that came in there to just kick ass with the net on the shoulder, man. Yeah, he got a chance, man. That lazy guy Canelo, as phenomenal as he is, as accomplished as he is, right, as an active fighter, but he been a little lazy. And one thing that people ain't speaking about enough, and I could be overlooking it or maybe putting too much into it, the competitive nature of both guys. Canelo has been so good for so long that he ain't had a reason to really still challenge himself. If you really look at it, Crawford ain't never stopped challenging himself. Get what I'm saying? He a couple fights removed from the biggest fight of his career. Like, he moved up a weight class, fought a guy there, beat him. Now he's still, like, I don't think he ever got as complacent as what I've seen with Canelo. And to a degree, I just want to understand it, because that man been fighting since he was 15 years old. I understand. You like, bro, I put in the work. I listen, I get it. I don't necessarily like it, but I understand it. And I know you ain't scared of these guys, but maybe that complacency could come back to haunt you too. I think Crawford has always showed you that he's committed to competing and trying to challenge himself. And even in this late stage of his career, he's still doing that. Whereas Canelo, it looks like on paper, he might have something where, this is a handicap match. It's not going to be that tough for him. Just never know, man. Somebody like Bud, with a guy that's been a bit complacent, that's the best way I could say it, because he's still skillful, still talented, still dangerous, still can go. But he been fighting for a long time, and he been having his way for a long time. So let's see if Bud Crawford could provide this dude with some looks that he ain't seen in a while. You know what I'm saying? A totally different fight. I think it's possible. So I'm behind this fight. You know what I mean? I am.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? But my guy Canelo coming out on top. That's for sure, Jeff.
Yeah, Canelo, man, he is stubborn ass dude. He ain't letting nothing go easy. He ain't just gonna let nobody get in there and kick his ass. So yeah, he got his work cut out. And I get it, tough fights, but shit, that's what he in it for. That's all. And my only gripe with that conversation was, I get it. You could feel that he just, his weight class is for a reason. You could feel like he struggled with Jamal, barely got past him. You know, Canelo gonna be a different animal. I get that, but still don't sell him short in terms of like him coming to win. Ain't no surviving like that. I would be thoroughly disappointed. I'm sorry, I ain't saying go get slept, but to just see Bud Crawford go out there and try to survive and not compete and just say, I'm getting a check. Nah, man, we can't do him like that. He got to show. I got to see that to believe that that's gonna happen. That's all. And anything can happen, but I don't think it's one of those things where I'm trying to dupe the people and just trying to cash out one more time. But I do think he like, look, I'm a businessman. I made smart moves outside of the sport, and this is another smart move. That's a guy that, look, he ain't no true 68-pounder. He done buffed his way up to get there too. So look, I got a chance, bro. I seen him fight. I think I got what it takes, and I think he do too.
Like I say, just dude is very animated, and It's a personal vendetta. That's what I know this for a fact. Nobody can tell me different. I worked with this dude for years, bro. I know what he felt about Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And I know what happened and why he switched his ass back over from Terrence Crawford as well. You feel me? So, you know, it's a personal situation that's going on to where, you know, he wanted Madrimov to beat Terrence Crawford. So, you know what I'm saying? We that just says a lot. That says a lot right there. You know what I'm saying? So, and we know with Benavidez Senior, I'm kind of surprised at his answer. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if it's because Correa is right there being so animated, the way he answered that way. Usually he won't. You know what I'm saying? Now we know Crawford whooped your son ass, knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? We know you wanted Benavidez to get the fight with Canelo Alvarez and things of that nature. But usually Senior, maybe he feel that way. I'm not gonna you know, say that. You know that, but I was a little shocked at the way he answered, like, because usually he'll give you know, the opponent a chance. He won't just say, you know, it's just too much like that, and you know, because I think he get Crawford a chance. I just think the way, you know, Correa been right there, but coach, I mean, it's just gonna be too much. I mean, it's just, man, sit your animated ass down with all that shit. For real.
Canelo turning steroids like the rest of the camp. He better out. We jumping him if he do, man. He can't get the super serum. He can't get the Steve Rogers special. You know, the Captain America. You know, he can't get that.
To my boy,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Hold on.
But nah, I just want to see a good fight. I respect both of them. Canelo put in mad work, bro. There's no denying it, and he still got a chance at beating anybody he's stepping there with. I think this could be surprisingly a more tactical and better fight than people anticipate, especially if Bud is able to absorb, like, you know, certain punches and shit like that. Oh, this gonna be fun. I think Canelo gonna really want to win too. So he ain't gonna be as lackadaisical. He gonna really be trying to win. I suspect that's how he gonna approach it.
If Bud catches the Canelo shots and he don't respect it, Canelo's gonna stop. He's gonna stop. Like, oh my God.
It's crazy because Redman was talking about that, the possibility of him stopping him. Redman,
if he's able to time and catch Canelo shots and see them joints coming and feel it and see it, respect Canelo's gonna stop. And it's not gonna be a knockout, it's gonna be a stoppage. Like, he's gonna be putting them speedy Paul combinations, right, left, up, down, R1, R2.
He might fight like Shakur.
Bro. You stupid. Yeah, and lastly, man, one last thing I wanted to tell y'all. Did y'all see Elie Seckbach? And did y'all see, should I say, Caleb Plant kind of confront Elie Seckbach? Did y'all catch?
I didn't see that, bro.
Here we go. I'm gonna play this, man. It's the last thing I got for y'all. Smash the like button for me.
I didn't see it, but I saw the tab. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you shaking your head. I didn't see front of somebody.
That's why you shaking your head, man. We've been cool with that, man.
Bro, that is the most non-confrontational food.
I did that. You still ain't coach. No, you didn't. That's wrong.
Yeah,
Why are you saying that? You know better than that.
Look how you look.
The man plant. I don't like that shit. That's why you're shaking your head, yeah, man. You know
I'm shaking your head, yeah, man. You know that shit, man. So what are you talking about, though? Just what are you talking about? What situation you talking about?
What you said?
What situation you talking about? What had happened?
He asked him something. I heard briefly with him saying something. He asked him about something. It sounded like he said something about something he posted or didn't post something to that fact. I could hear some of what he was saying, but his caption on it was like all he did was confront him about like something he asked him. It was something. It wasn't nothing too serious, but it obviously you just see is him being fake. Basically, accountability. That was Caleb Plant holding him accountability for a situation. Right.
Come on, Charlo.
With his journalism. That's what he said. That's what he said. Something he put out. He said that's not journalism. Like, you flat out lying. That's not. It's journalism and then it's lying and something like that. And he said something he put out. It was just straight up bullshit. And that's what he was confronting him on. I like those interactions because it goes to show you, look, it ain't about crashing out. Y'all people, grown men. It's just about sometimes when you get approached with real energy, authentic energy, you forced to, or you gonna be a sucker and crash out and get beat up, or you gonna sit there and you gonna have to deal with it. Like, and that's what that is. That's all. I ain't got nothing against dude, but like sometimes that those interactions need to happen. I love it because it humbles the hell out of the people. Stop doing that bullshit. Stop running around here putting out BS. Yeah. Oh, my bad. That's what he was talking about. Too. Money. About the Charlo situation, with like he kept saying Caleb Plant ain't want no smoke or something, even after he slapped him and trying to make it seem like he took advantage of him and all this. That's what he was doing. That's what he was asking him about. Like, bro, you knew that wasn't it, and you still putting that shit out. And that's what he was telling him about. Yeah, so it's about being responsible. Y'all know I preach that over here. Being responsible with your content. Be a man before a content creator, bro. Don't chase no damn views and no numbers, bro, over your integrity. And that's what that is. That's all. He ain't no troublemaker. That dude ain't looking for no problem. But he just like, bro, he a genuine dude. He like, bro, you on bullshit. What you on? Like, and that's, you need more of that. Hold people accountable. Stop putting out bullshit. I love when people get made uncomfortable for something they did. You gotta feel that. Feel it. You need more of that. So report accordingly. You got access to everybody. You don't even need to do that. You got like big ass platform. What are you doing? That's the shit that be confusing me. You got the people already. What are you doing? You doing unnecessary shit, and then it's like picking favorites and picking sides, and then burning bridges with fighters. Man, call that shit down the middle and stop being a hoe. That's what I be making no fanboy or of anybody.
We finna make a post about that slapping.
What would I look like going to Charlo and speaking to him about him and Caleb Plant, or vice versa, or getting on the platform and trying to pick a side? Like, that's between them. They grown, man. I wasn't there. You can't touch no man's face. And then to make it seem like he was bullying when he was just responding and gave him, more than one chance to chill. Like, bro, even he knew he was wrong. That's why he dapped him up. And they had like a little heart-to-heart conversation. That was real because he knew he was wrong. But I'm just like, damn, man, like, report the right way. And that's what he was on. He was like, bro, don't do that. Caleb was feeling it.
And like you said, though, just like you said, you fucking Elie Seckbach, you the one motherfucker in the sport of boxing that can get in touch with everybody, bro.
Not everybody.
If you need to get the right answer. So like you said, it's just Caleb, just the real nigga, bro. Like, when he see you, he gonna approach you. It don't matter who you is, bro. He's going to approach you, bro.
Right.
And he's going to
I love that dude, yo. I love watching him fight, yo. Love watching Caleb Plant fight. He an underrated dude, slept on, because he ain't some power puncher. The world is casual, but hell with that. In the sport that's called boxing, he checked them boxes. That man is really sweet with them hands, bro. He's nice, man. He can fight, man.
That's why I respect him on that level, and I respect Benavidez on that level as well, because Benavidez can approach your ass as well, like, because they real, bro. Like, that's what I like. Like, they not going to let you, like you say, they're not going to trade their integrity, bro, for no fucking fan base, for no likes, for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Integrity over everything, man. That's why I say we got a responsibility, man. People, especially once you grow your platform big enough and you done had everybody on it and talk to a little bit of everybody. Now you hear it. You got to be responsible with that shit. You can't just be, going crazy. Like, why do that? I mean, use the platform the right way. And that should just be weird. So I just liked it for that. It's nothing personal to do, but I just like situations where people get held accountable and you see the energy in real time have to you got to deal with it. You're a little uncomfortable, and that's good because you should be made because you on bullshit. Knowing you ain't even got it. So that's what you're saying. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. That's why you shaking your head.
That's why you shaking your head, because you know I'm right. But just one thing,
looking like Uncle Fester and shit with a fit.
One thing I learned about this shit, just you never look. I tell all content creators this, bro. I don't care how big, how small you are, bro. Everybody watch. You will never expect who's watching your bro. When Richard Schaefer hit me up out the blue, my nigga, I said, this ain't no goddamn real Richard Schaefer. He get the fuck out my face. You hear me? He say, no, man. That man called. I say, damn, Richard, what's that? I love your video, man. The one you put out on me and Oscar. I say, what? I say, Richard, you for real? I'm sorry. So you never know, bro, who's watching, bro. And I think sometimes that's where people get caught up at. They think because it's the internet. Oh, they not gonna see this. You never know
it's
if a
just gonna
motherfucker
go
watching
fall
you
by
or
the
not.
wayside, right?
Yeah.
So you censor your content so you won't offend the boxers, right?
No, not that. I'm just saying, bro. Like you don't have to change up what you feel. My thing is just be real, bro. Don't go
just be
outside just
authentic.
putting out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm just gonna do this because.
Cause we like to talk about that slap, man. That's something I want Charlo to be in.
But see, now that's different. That's out there, right? It's gonna be jokes. It's gonna be all because it's out there, and he put himself in that situation, so he kind of got to deal with it.
And Charlo said he was wrong. He took accountability.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
but
Jim.
it's like you don't sit up and
slap me. You gotta
just tear down the sport all day, and that's what people be doing. That's what Keyshawn was speaking to. Like, yo, people just be like, you gotta start cutting people.
Can I ask you, how many people allow a man to slap him though, man?
But bro, if a nigga pulling on your beard, what you gonna do to a motherfucker, bro?
Right. I understand that. Okay, but slap me, I'd rather for you to punch me.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, Rude, I just think he like just listening to what started it, pulling somebody's beard and saying what he was saying, that he didn't sound like he was in the right space. That's weird energy. You don't touch.
Hey, man,
I don't even think there's nothing going on that I would reach up and try to touch your face, bro. At all. Like at all.
Hey,
like you
gotta
get
get
me like
they need to bring some clarity then.
Especially in front of your
you
lady.
get me? Like you just be he was
You can't get slapped, bro.
Like, nah, man.
You can't get slapped, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was in a while, and this somebody that would know better than me for sure. So shout out to my guy, man.
No matter what.
Man, that was crazy, but I like Caleb, man, and I like the fact that you could tell he ain't like no fake dude. They was able to have a little conversation, dap it up, and both of them hoping that they get through their next fights and they could fight each other. That's what it is, because
that's what it's about. Yeah,
go in there and get that back in the ring, and I respect it.
That's
Shout
what I
out
want
to
to
Maul, man. I see him trying to. I see some motivation in his eye. He look a little clear-eyed, man. I'm just rooting for him. I know he done, like you said, bro, been in a dark place. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm compassionate in that way, bro. I don't look at it like, man, he F up. Like people be like, the hell with the Charlos. I'm not. That's not my energy, bro. When they on the top of their game, that's fun to watch. Love watching Charlo talk crazy, bro. Mel Charlo is a damn fool all by itself, bro. Love watching him with the poncho in the spot, recording, talking, jump, whistling, walking away, laughing, talking shit. Man, you need that. You need the Charlos back in boxing. I don't see how people didn't appreciate the work they put in. You get what I'm saying? It's like you can't go through nothing. As soon as he started going through it, they just wrote him off. Fuck him. How you let your little brother pass you up? It's like, bro, they human, and that's an example of it. Like, I ain't saying feel sorry, but just be understanding shit. Life happens sometimes. Your choices come to catch up to you. So, but you can't deny that undisputed run for Charlo. You can't deny that shit. You can't deny Maul's talent. Still undefeated. And I hope he go out here and smoke Lamana. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely rooting for him. And nothing against Thomas Lamana. He sound like a cool dude, but I'm rooting for Charlo for obvious reasons, man.
I'm riding with Charlo too, bro. And then it's like Jamal Charlo's still a bad motherfucker, bro. Like you said, when he went through his dark time, and where that's where when you say good dudes, Jamal Charlo never gave off no negative energy, like he's no, you know what I'm saying, nothing. So I always, rock with the Charlos though, and wanted to see him get back in the thick of things in a great sense. But I did want him to be right mentally as well. You know what I'm saying? Like even when, like you say, when we talking about the slap mentally, bro, he was going through some shit, dark and things of that nature. You know what I mean? That's why I say I respect him for even taking, full credibility for like, man, I was on some bullshit. I was tripping. Shit happens, bro. Like I'm saying, like he ain't no bitch now. Like, okay, we know he slapped him and it went how it went, but at the end of the day, bro, it's all about the sport of boxing. Let's see him get back in the ring, get this dub. Let's see Caleb Plant get that dub. And then let's, see them boys get in the ring and we can talk about that slap in the press conference and they can handle that shit in the ring.
Right. I'm glad you said that because everybody knew Charlo was going through stuff, my guy, and Caleb still slapped him. So I need to see the fight. I need to see you get your get back. I don't want to hear all that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? No, I want to see this fight, man.
Right. Nah, I'm with you. We definitely want to see it. And shout out to both of them for being able to have that conversation and still. He won. I know he wanted the fighter in him. He want that fight, man. Let's see it. That's gonna be a good one, I think, especially if Charlo is like, you know, on his way back to being him, man. I love to see it. But shout out to everybody, man.
Let me put
Appreciate
this last thing out there, Jeff. This is the last thing, Jeff. Let me put this last thing out there, and I promise I'm done. When we looked at the big Charlo, bro, and people kept talking about, oh, the little brother out doing the big, he wasn't worrying about none of that. He was happy for me, Charlo, bro. It was just the way that, you know, this world can take you, bro. It's like you taking my fucking brother. Like, yes, it's his little brother, but they twins, bro. It ain't like I'm just a big brother. Like, I'm just who the, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you say, nigga, I'm losing my brother. Like, nigga, you pissed off because of this, that. And we know Mel, once he get in his head with something, you know, that motherfucker is a little walking ticking bomb. But then they ladies going at it and shit like that. So it's like I'm the big brother trying to hold all this shit together. This nigga doing this, like I'm not happy for his success. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Make it look like, nigga, I'm happy my big brother undisputed. Nigga, you undisputed, I'm undisputed, nigga. What the fuck? Nigga, I've come undisputed, you undisputed. Win this shit together. When one Charlo win, we all win. So it's just like the fact of that to where people try to turn brother. This world is a weird ass world, bro. But I'm just glad that they back on talking terms with each other. They getting shit together, and I want to see them boys finish on top, bro.
Yep. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody. My guy Ant McQueen, pound for pound, part twice. Much love to y'all bros coming up to rock out.
Always.
Appreciate y'all. You know, we
24/7, baby.
4 p.m. strong, you know. Y'all know how we do, man. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the support, man. We gonna keep rocking. Trey said Charlo not that thorough. They robbed Korbov. Maul was eating lefts. Nah, I mean, look, sometimes Trey, you have a good fight and you gotta somebody push you. And Korbov in his own right was a pretty respectable guy. You know what I'm saying? Charlo clearly didn't have his best performance, but him at the top of his game, you already know, you know what I mean? Hell of a fighter. And J-Rock was too, shit, until he ran into, you know, Maul Charlo. You get me? Shout out to my dog, Rue. Appreciate you. Behind the hands, my homie CJ. Rob, shout out McQueen, the professor. Much love and appreciation to everybody coming through to rock out once again with another dope build. And I'll see all y'all 4 p.m. tomorrow. Peace, much love, and we is out.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. .4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.